Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Dissenters D&D campaign.
Hello, Thornlings! Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As usual, we have a few announcements before we jump into our recap and then start playing. So first off, Zilli is running late, but she will be here tonight. And unfortunately, Caitlin will not be joining us, but it's for a happy occasion. So we're happy for her, but we're going to miss her anyways. Let's see. There was that. Oh, how can I forget? We're on social medias. So if you have an Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, whichever one your platform is for, and join us on all these fun adventures that we're having. We also have a Discord channel where we are able to connect as a community, and you can meet with other Thornlings, content creators, and even talk with us and ask questions, and of course, even play games with us sometimes. So it's super fun. Come join our Discord community. And we are also on Patreon. Now, we don't have any exclusive content for Patreon at this time. However, you can still come and support us on Patreon, and you can subscribe for $1 a month to be a paid member. And that $1 a month goes right back into making all the content that you love. But you don't have to pay to be a member. You can still join for free. And what we've put on Patreon so far is sneak peeks to early releases and stuff like that. So on Patreon, you just get a little taste early on of what's coming before anyone else. And more content will be coming, and exclusive content eventually, just not yet. Let's see. Oh, we have some really cool products that we need to tell you about because they are absolute lifesavers. Emily, what are these products?
I'm so glad you asked. If you guys haven't heard of it already, there is this amazing product that helps you become a master note taker. And it is called a campaign keeper. A campaign keeper is your master guide to becoming a master note taker. So inside it's an amazing book, guys. Okay, so there's so many pages in here because it is fully customizable and system agnostic. So you can use this for any sort of TTRPG game that you're playing. You can put information. I need to follow the camera. Oh, I dropped my pen. Goodness.
Chaos.
So, the chaos ensues. Right from the get-go. So you can put information on your character, you can put information on like your background and inventory in here, unique items, the days you've traveled in the game. There's so much for that. You could put customized calendars in here too if you're using like a different month and years system. You can put major NPCs, minor NPCs, and how can we not forget this treasure hoard of notes, guys? There's so many notes. If you know me, I'm a note taker. Well, that's a minor NPC page. But so many notes, all the notes. So, if you want to become a master note taker and make it so that your dungeon master likes you, then you should totally get a campaign keeper to hold all of your notes in. It is so wonderful and super amazing. And the fun thing is, the edition that I am sporting right now is our second edition, the best edition in my opinion, like for content wise. But it's got so many pages in here for session notes and everything, with our original design on the cover. Now, we also have our special cover design editions with special designs on the inside. We have our Nori's Notes edition that Sierra's sporting there, if you guys were fans of the Harbinger's D&D campaign, and our resident necromancer, Nori. We also have Kaya's Spellbook. If you guys are fans of the Dissenters D&D campaign, we now officially have Kaya's Spellbook as a campaign keeper option. So if you want to sport your spellbook just like the real wizard, the real deal here, then you should definitely go and get that one. Super awesome, super cool, and very helpful. And your dungeon master will like you or hate you, depending on if you keep reminding them of all the names they've forgotten. But
use your notes for evil.
Use them for evil. But here's the kicker, though.
I never forget anything.
In the next soonish time, we will be releasing a Dungeon Master Guide eventually. And in there, you know, they can also write down the names so they can fight back. So get yourself a campaign keeper now and be more prepared. Out.
Thank you so much, Emily. Also, Megan has joined. So we're
Megan's
so glad that she made it.
let me put her on. She's back. She's here.
Yay! So glad you're here. You look super cute, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
You're
You
so
always look
amazing.
cute.
You're too nice. Well, you can take 5 silver. Why not?
5 silver just drops out of nowhere in front of Zilli.
I gotta make it fair because Castil got silver for being on time today. So.
Oh, he did.
He
And
did.
helping her make delicious plans.
Oh yes, yes.
Technically, he arrived early. I saw that he got on at like, what was it, 5:45 or?
No, it
It was
was
like-
at 6 o'clock. I was like,
Oh.
okay, it's 6. Have some silver. Okay, sorry. The audience didn't need to know that. I apologize, audience.
No, call them out. Call
I
them all
got off
out.
track.
Okay,
Got
if
off
we're
track.
being real here, though, I started the call.
That's true.
But you weren't here and ready.
I was eating.
Okay, we're off track. We're off track.
Oh, goodness.
We will not be having a Dissenters D&D session next week as it is July 4th. So go have some fun. If you're in America, celebrate, blow up some fireworks, have some good meat. Unless you're not a meat eater, then enjoy some really good veggie burgers.
Or
Food,
baked
just-
beans. Those
just
are
Or
food.
baked
good.
beans, or just food. Just enjoy food.
Enjoy
And if you're
life.
not in America, guess what? Enjoy food anyways. Go get yourself a treat.
Yes, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Actually, have you guys ever heard of black bean burgers?
Yes.
No.
They're actually
Not
pretty
too
good.
bad.
Huh. Have to look into this.
Hmm.
But although we will not have a game next week, we will have the Baldur's Gate 3. There we go. I know words. Baldur's
Yes.
Gate 3 stream at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. That's where Emily and I played the Baldur's Gate 3 game. I've beaten the game, and this
I
is
don't
Emily's
know
first
much.
time kind of pretty much going through it because she missed everything and never beat it, and it's great.
Eh.
So no Dissenters D&D campaign next week, but we will continue the following week. Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's
So
the
next
following
week it's only Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, and then the following week it's both. So that's super fun. Now, if this is your first time joining us and you're like, what is the Dissenters D&D campaign? What makes it
Oh,
unique?
too bad.
Why should I stick around? It's too bad. Why?
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Oof.
No,
Oof.
stay. We love you. We love you. Stay, please.
Stay, please. Yeah, what makes us unique? Well, we're interactive, and what that means is we do polls and whatnot where you can affect the roles of the players and either help them or hinder them. You can also give out audience inspiration to players if they did something you think is super cool. They can only have one at a time, but they blow through them really fast. So just keep dishing them out as they do something you thought was funny or cool or inspiring. So hand out that audience inspiration. And also, you can also help the players make decisions. That's another poll that we do. And when they get stuck and they're not sure what to do, you can help them make decisions. Sometimes you help me make decisions. It's super fun. So stick around because this is an interactive D&D campaign. I believe that is all of our announcements. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emily.
No, I think that's everything.
All right, let's get into this game. Let's start playing.
Real quick,
Yes.
just because this is giving me major flashbacks of back at school with you guys. But Steve Weber once again misspelled my name, and I feel like this is gonna become a recurring joke. And I can only think back to to school and giving each other these little
wonky
nicknames.
names.
All because Sierra asked how to spell Greg's name.
Classic.
How
pretty
do you spell
difficult.
Your name?
Oh
Or I
god.
think
Classic.
you did like GERQX.
Yeah.
And you were writing that as he was saying it.
Yeah, I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
So wait,
It
so,
took her a second to remember that. Classic.
wait, so Greg, I guess you could say you got
Emotional damage.
You know, I guess I
I
could.
got emotional.
I was like, wait, I have the soundboard.
I'm glad you got the
So funny.
soundboard. That's good.
That was
Perfect.
funny.
Perfect.
All right. Emily is going to give us our recap, and then we're going to jump into the game.
Absolutely. And I gotta change the music here a little bit to set the mood, right, guys? Because now we're in Vale. So, as we are now in Vale, I can't, guys. I can't.
Why do we have this now? Why is this just an option we have now? Like, I mean, okay, I'll accept it, I guess, but I don't think I was ready for it. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so we were in the okay. All right. Yeah. So the session before we had left off right about to enter into the Glassglow residence. So at the start of last session, yes, I am having way too much fun with the soundboard. Oh my gosh, I dropped the soundboard. Okay.
Oh no.
Sorry guys, we're good. We're good. Yeah. All right. So we're now in the Glassglow residence, where we are met with Nora Glassglow, which is the best friend to Rayla, Mara Glassglow, which is the mother. Sorry, my pen is covering my notes here. Where we also met Ryan Glassglow, as well as Soraya and Eltrond Sunstrider, Rayla's parents. So we found out a couple interesting things. We found out that Nora Glassglow is engaged to this gnome named Eddie. That's important for later, okay? So we're excited for her. He works at this stable, so we were gonna meet him the following day, okay? All right, so we also found out, Rayla also found out that her father had died like a month and a half prior to the arrival of the party here, guys. And then, and to the plague, because there's a lot of plagues in Vale now, because Vale's kind of a little trashed ever since the seed got planted there. And then what ended up happening was that he was dead for 3 weeks before he got revived. They spent all their savings on reviving him. So now he's alive, but not in the best shape. All right. We also found out some stuff about a person named Tiamu, the daughter to Clack Featherston. She ran off. Taima.
It's Taima.
Yeah, I was like,
like,
Tima?
what are you talking about?
Tina? I don't know. Taima. Taima ran off and married this guy named Arvid. She's also a Kenku. I don't remember all the details on that, but that's a thing that happened. We also extorted Seraphine for information by by promising fish, but specifically salmon because she doesn't like tuna. All right, so from Seraphina, we got this freaking prophecy, guys. We got an actual prophecy from Seraphina, which I have right here. The prophecy goes as follows. Born beneath the flame-spilt sky, 2 Sunstrider heirs shall cry. One shall rise, the other fade, for light and shadow share no blade. Veil shall fall, not to war or sword, but to creeping fog no flame can ward. Wings of night shall claim the spire, and silence feast where once burned fire. In the town's heart, where trust was sown, a rot shall bloom beneath polished stone. The council speaks with silver breath, but hides the pact that beckons death. When blood and ash mix on the stair, the truth shall wake if one still dares. Sheesh. Okay, stop.
What is happening?
I have no
was a
idea where that sound's coming from.
Okay, sorry, I'm having too much fun. All right, so there was a prophecy that we got from her. All right. Also, we learned from her that her master, Ongyong, wants us to go to her. So Seraphine has been tasked with bringing us to her master, which is like 4 days away from Vale. And so Kaya really wants to go there because she thinks there might be more clues to her sister there. It's also additionally where Rayla's brother, Damien, the one who was a traitor and then condemned to death and murdered in front of everyone, he also wanted her to go there. So there's been tension.
No bitter feelings there, obviously, none.
Yeah, no bitter feelings, right? Yeah. So then, the next day, oh, I totally forgot. So that night, sorry, this recap is taking a hot second because there's so many things. Okay, that night, Kaya woke up in the middle of the night seeing Rayla's mother, Soraya, enter back into the Glasgow residence, okay? But she had a trim of blood around her dress, the bottom hem of her dress, and had, like, her shoulder ripped. There was, like, a piece of fabric missing, okay? So then she, like, goes back to bed. She says, oh, it was, like, her chamber pot. She empties chamber pots as a job. So she was doing that, and there was, like, kind of a crazy patient at the temple is what she said to Rayla later on, right? So then the group goes to this stable, and Rayla's being a little antsy about it. Lots of anxiety, doesn't want to be there. When they enter there, there's no horses, which I also think also might be a clue to something later, guys. We should talk about that. So there's no horses, but we find the dead body of the stable master, Bert Frankie, there. He's been stabbed multiple times. There was also a platinum coin left at the scene, which Rayla but did eventually pick up. And there was a tuft of fabric in the hands of Bert Frankie that Kaya noticed, but did not do anything about. No one else noticed that, except I think Paige might have been told about it by Kaya. But yeah. Okay, anyways. But we also found a broken shoulder-strapped bag that belonged to Eddie, Nora's fiance, and claw marks that might have been where some hanging bats might have been, and like, it's really interesting. There's all these clues that lead up to who murdered Bert Frankie, and now we're leaving. And Rayla has a lot of anxiety and is kind of freaking out right now. So yeah.
I love it. All right. You guys are currently leaving the stable. Please roll for stealth.
Question.
Yes.
So, is it assumed, since I missed last session, that I've been with the party this whole time, or?
I think we said that you were with them for most of it, but then you had stayed behind for a little bit and talked to someone and then caught up with them where they are. Is that what
Okay.
you said?
Yeah.
We were joking that he was talking to Rayla's parents.
Oh, yeah,
We
that's
were
what we were
joking
joking
about
about.
We were joking about it.
So,
He's just
you-
asking for permission and
Right.
stuff, just important,
But
so
yeah.
you
But-
can decide whether you were actually talking to someone or if you were with them.
Chat, high or low?
Chat high or low. Right off the bat, yes. Yes.
Woo, let's go.
All right, chat. We got our first poll of the night.
What you choose will decide. If you choose high, then high will be the I was not with the party. Does that
Oh,
make sense?
okay. So
Oh.
High as he
And
wasn't with
talking with the
party.
parents. I was talking with the parents.
Oh, okay. So whatever the people vote for. So it's not an option. It's still high or low.
Yeah, it's still high or
Yeah,
low.
just
but
letting you know, whatever
if
you
they
vote
say
for is that
low,
one.
then low will be. Yeah, it's whatever the audience chooses will be.
Okay.
I was with parents. Because I assume that's what they prefer. The ship.
You assume.
Sunset is alive.
Sunset. All
It's
the
alive.
sunsets.
It lives.
Hmm.
Where's our sunset emojis?
Oh my gosh.
I'd have to figure out what he was talking with the parents about, but no, I got an idea.
I got an idea.
I'm so curious.
What choice will be made?
Okay. All right, closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High wins with
Hey.
75%.
All right. I rolled a 10.
So that's high?
Is that? I have no idea.
Yes, that would
It
be high.
is. I think
Okay.
we determined that it's low because 1 to 10 is 10 digits on the die, and 11 to 20 is also 10 digits on the die.
Oh, is it?
So
Okay.
like
I'd
the
say
lower
reroll.
half is 1 to 10.
I
You can
vote
reroll if you want.
I was going off the
Okay.
the death roll, the death saves, because if you roll a 10, you succeed. If you roll a 9, you fail.
16. Okay. I rolled a 16 for the reroll.
Okay.
Hi, still the dice
So-
know what they want.
I would say he would be talking with the parents, maybe to find out more about the missing druids. If they had
Oh.
any connection with them, if they had been with druids in the past, how those had been going over the past couple of years.
They would say that some druids had been around, but like as things have just gotten worse here, they've kind of just dispersed. So there hasn't really been a lot of druids around here.
And no sign of my current.
One came through.
I need to
Which one
I
was
keep
it?
forgetting their names.
Was one like a panther? No.
Yes, that was the leader.
He had come through here.
Okay. Panther or jaguar, or something like. I
Jag-
remember
The
it was
cat
like a cat.
one came
Yeah,
through.
big cat.
The big cat came through here at one point. And had left town like 3 days after coming, but yeah.
Okay. That's all we could have to worry about for now, since it was
So then you go and you go to the stable, and as you're coming up, you see your party sneaking away from the stables. Or maybe, I don't know, how well do they sneak actually? Roll for stealth, everybody else but Castil, because he
I have
doesn't know there's a dead body.
disadvantage on stealth. I
Is
think.
this a group check? Is this a group check? I really like it to be a group check. I don't know why I really would like it to be a group check.
Probably
but
because I have disadvantage.
I also
Sure.
rolled a natural 20, On stealth.
Ooh.
which in
Mm.
total is a 29 for stealth.
Yum, yum.
I may or may not be mildly stealthy.
Sure.
Okay, so
Let's
for
go.
the group roll, how are we doing that?
So each of you will still roll. And you like combine the rolls. There's a math thing for it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's math. It's
It's a
yeah,
math
all
thing.
roll, add all the rolls total, and then divide the total number by how many people rolled. And then that is the check. That is how much it is.
Math stuff.
yeah.
Maths.
Honest to goodness,
No,
I did not
no,
roll
no,
that bad,
no,
which
which
is
is the
wild. I do have minuses to this though, so
Okay, less good, but you know, it's probably still fine.
it was a
Probably still.
13.
Hey, that's
Okay.
also what she got. The your friend.
Oh,
13.
me and Nora were hiding together.
All
Divided
right.
by 3.
I need Zilli.
I kind of just want to see how this plays out. I got a total of 6.
Oh no.
6. Haha. And then there's Kaya. Castil, will you roll for Kaya?
Yeah.
Sure, it's fine.
Doesn't she also have some advantages?
That is 13.
13 for stealth.
Oh.
She has a +1 to it. So 14?
Yeah.
There's, let's see. 5 people are sneaking? Yes.
Yes.
5 people are sneaking.
So 73 divided by 5, I think. Is
So,
that right?
no, it should be 75 divided by 5, I think.
Oh, yeah, 75.
Yeah, see one class
yeah.
it is looking
15.
up. There's no nat ones quite
I
yet.
see you all.
He
15.
sees us all.
Is your passive perception 15? Well, I guess you're actively looking.
My passive perception is a 16.
Oh, okay, you see them.
And
You see
I,
them as they're
15.
sneaking.
unless you want me to roll for it, but I assumed it'd be passive because he's not looking for someone hiding. He's going to go meet friends.
I'll say it's
Yeah.
passive. You see them sneaking away from the stables.
Paige is just like, no, Zilli, leave that. Zilli's like making as much noise as possible.
But shiny.
But shiny.
I know. I wanted it too. Let's go.
Castil's mischievous side is going to come up, and he will cast invisibility on himself,
Okay.
and he's going to try and sneak into the middle of the group.
Okay, roll for stealth with advantage.
Okay.
Wait, so would you say that we didn't do a good job on our total stealth?
You know, it's
Not
not
for
above
Castil.
average,
It wasn't
actually.
bad. It was 15.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
So 19 plus 3, so 22.
Yeah, I don't know where you are.
You sneak right in. No one sees you.
So. Paige or Rayla, which one of you wants to be the victim here?
I mean, I'm down to be the victim of anything. Rayla is not paying attention, I will say that, so...
She's gonna punch you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. If you want, we could do high or low.
Yeah, we could do option
What-
1,
how
option
about-
2 for the audience. The audience can pick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Audience.
Yeah.
Option 1, option 2. Option 1, he taps
It's
Paige.
basically who he's going to sneak up on.
Option
Okay.
2, Rayla.
Rayla. Okay, option 1 is Paige. Option 2 is Rayla. Who does he sneak up on?
So many choices.
Too many choices, guys.
And now, in this Choose Your Own
Such
Adventure, we
riches.
turn to page 37. No.
Return to page.
27.
Ah, yes.
If you
Let
want to
us
do
see.
A, turn to page.
Wait, can you repeat which one's which again?
Option 1 is
Option
pick.
1 is page.
Option 1 is Paige. Option 2 is Rayla.
All right.
Yep. Turn to Paige. Yes, Castil.
Yes.
You need something.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of vote twos.
I'm surprised because wouldn't that be like negative for their relationship? I
It
don't
might
know.
be.
You
We'll
don't
see.
know.
If you do
We'll
not want to get
see.
if you do not want to get punched, turn to page.
Turn to
That's
page.
it. Just turn to page.
I'm closing the poll.
Turn to
It seems
page.
like a pretty done deal right now.
If you don't want to be punched,
Option 2 wins. Also,
Bunch of-
can I preface this? I'm sorry. Or,
Okay.
Someone needs to
or
take
better
that
yet,
away
better
from
yet,
her.
better yet.
Run.
Colby, come save us.
Oh, beautiful.
Kobe, take it away from her.
Colby.
They're asking for you to take away my soundboard.
That's the request.
Oh,
No.
we need our
So-
dragon librarian.
Castil, go.
So he'll just drop it, or drop invisibility
Wait,
at this
okay,
when he
wait,
sneaks
hold
up.
on. Before you say that, can you preface, like, you're invisible right now? And
He's
we're, like,
invisible and
sneaking?
he's sneaking up like right
Okay.
behind you,
Okay.
and he's just gonna drop invisibility at the same time as you be like, "What'd you do?"
She's gonna,
And he just
actually,
cracks up laughing after that. Like, sorry, I couldn't help myself.
would you be alright if I rolled
Yes.
to hit?
Go for it.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's go.
so this is not with a weapon. This is with her fist. So she's
Oh,
not
fist.
proficient in it. What?
I was this close to having him
I am
shout, but I was like,
proficient?
no, he sees them sneaking. He's not going to.
You can't ruin the sneaking.
Oh, I am
No.
proficient. Oh.
Okay,
never mind, I am proficient.
But
Um,
he currently doesn't know someone's dead, so he just thinks they're
So that's a 21 to hit.
You hit him.
That's a 21. As she goes, ah! And like turns around with a punch, like straight for your jaw.
I'm gonna say he like falls to the ground with that.
She's gonna go, oh no, Castil, oh! And then
sorry.
Oh my gosh!
Shh, stop drawing attention. No attention.
What happened? Okay.
She's gonna grab him by his feet because he's on the ground and drag him around the corner into like an alley.
Oh, they're totally gonna see that. Watch us, they're totally gonna see that.
She's like, shh.
Oh my god.
Keep it down.
I'm trying.
It had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do with us. It's okay. We're looking for someone. We gotta go find him. We gotta go find him.
I'm so sorry, Cassie.
Oh my jaw.
I'm so sorry. Here,
No,
and she's gonna like hesitantly, gingerly put her hand on your cheek, and she's gonna cast Lay on Hands, or like use some of her Lay on Hands to heal
Lay on
you.
these hands.
So essentially, she just kind of, I guess it's kind of like a cupping of the cheek, because she's just like touching it, and then just like the golden energy, right? So it heals. She's like, I am so sorry.
That was a good punch. It was all on me. I saw an opportunity, took it. It didn't go well.
Sorry, I'm really on edge. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
It's okay. Yeah. We just gotta move quickly. We don't want to be slow. We want to be fast. We found a. Don't freak out. Breathe. Castil. Hi. Welcome. We
You're
may or
freaking me
may
out,
not.
Paige.
We found a body. It wasn't Eddie.
Body.
Don't worry. Yes,
Brutally
a
murdered.
corpse.
Murder.
Brutally murdered. We need to do two things. Look for Eddie. Look for Eddie.
Should we not be getting the guards?
Well, okay, here's the thing. I think we need to investigate a little bit more before we inform guards. I have a feeling this had to do with some kind of vampire attack, and I did some looking, did some digging. Kaya would agree. Kaya nods. She drinks from her cup.
She's got
But-
like a teacup of hot cocoa.
she's, he's right.
And that type of a
but-
voice too.
we gotta go investigate a little bit more. I have a hunch that due to that's what Seraphine said, that vampires may or may not be like rulers in this area. It's a whole thing. It's just a theory, but
Wait.
now there's evidence of vampires, and so
The ruling
When-
class here
when-
are vampires, is what you're saying.
They're not vampires. When did you get the idea of vampires?
have you cast divine sense around them before?
No, I didn't really have it before.
That would have been useful.
But
We
they're
might
not
want to cast divine
vampires.
sense next time we're around them. Vampires are undead, and so you will know. Important
can-
though.
I can attest to them.
All right, all right, all right.
Either way,
We need to move then.
we gotta move. We gotta find Eddie. Eddie could still be in danger.
Yes. Nora, if you keep to looking in the streets, looking for Eddie, asking around, you have a bit more of a likable demeanor to people than our group would have. So you should probably separate from us.
We really should stick
Okay.
together. We really should stick together. And try not to contact guards right now. Like we should do that. We should make sure to do that.
So I'm
Just
not
a
gonna
little
go
bit
look
worried.
for Eddie?
No, come with us. We will look for
Okay.
Eddie
No,
together.
but it would be
It-
so bad if Nora was with us.
Honey,
It would not be
I
safe for Nora.
understand. I understand.
I think if we
Split the
don't
party.
say
Split
anything,
the-
I think if we don't say anything about the dead body of that person, if we don't say anything, we should be fine. Just Nora, if you just ask around, asking if anyone has seen Eddie recently, don't say that you went to the stable at all. Just say that he was supposed to meet you somewhere else for your date. If you can ask around for that, then that way you can be looking for him, because I know you don't want to be idle right now. But if you do that, if you should be separate from us, because if we're going around as a group with you, people are not likely to answer or give truthful answers.
All right.
Understandable. Just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, Nora.
Also, might want to stay in public places
Yes.
if there is a vampire about.
Yes.
Places that have at least a crowd, okay? Or home. Don't go anywhere
Okay.
with anyone you do not know.
Well, I mean, Kaya has her familiar we could send with her.
That's true.
Oh,
just to keep an
good
eye
idea.
on her.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
I don't know if
Good
she'd
plan.
want to send her familiar with her, but you guys could send Seraphine with her.
I think that's okay. Seraphine, you would protect her, wouldn't you? I thought so.
Rayla seems really
Yeah.
kind of uncomfortable, but also
Okay.
kind of like, okay.
Okay, good plan. Good plan. We'll find Eddie.
I could
We'll
go
meet
with her
back
as
up.
an animal.
No, we need you with us.
Okay.
Take a vampire
Emily, you will hear
on
in
the-
your mind from
three of us.
Seraphine, and she'll go, "It's all right now. He's gone."
We just
Kinda
have to
like
keep an
nuzzles
eye
you.
out for him.
She just kind of is like, yes, I know, but that doesn't. Never mind. There's just a lot of things to think about. And she says this out loud because she's not thinking. There's just a lot of. There's just too
You-
much. We've just got to
You
figure
okay?
things out. Yes, I was just responding. Never mind. And
She knew the guy who was died. I don't know how good of a relation. It's okay. We'll look for Eddie. Let's talk about this later. We don't have time.
I don't want to.
No time.
Let,
As the guards like roll up on us. Hey.
all right.
Do you
Hey,
want me to
stop
stay,
right there.
Layla?
Stay with Nora. Please protect her.
Okay. And the cat will jump off of you and she'll go up to Nora and rub against her legs and give a little purr.
Don't worry, Nora. Seraphine has gotten us out of a jam or two on her own. She saved us from a monstrosity once. It was impressive. So don't worry, you're in safe and capable paws. We gotta go.
All right. Bye. No.
She's going to pick up Seraphine and she just nods and she's still clutching the remaining pieces of Eddie's satchel that was found. So, and holding
Nora?
those two, she'll
We'll see
nod.
you back at your place. We'll see you back there in about, I'd say probably 30 minutes, an hour, as the sun goes. Okay, see you back there soon. Bye-bye.
Before we go, is there any way that I could just like have taken a look at the satchel and kind of just like seen the details in it and kind of inscribed it in my mind a bit?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. Alrighty, where do you guys want to go?
Okay, can I make a general survival check to track where Eddie went off to? I know he's a gnome. I know he's not wearing like armor, so he's not going to be extra heavy. So like I know his footpath, blah 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 blah.
Sure.
So I'm gonna try to track him. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do.
I'm curious as to like why there weren't any horses in there.
Kenku Recall. Okay. I'll use Kenku Recall to gain advantage on this check.
No
Does
witnesses.
I have proficiency in survival?
Maybe.
24 survival.
24. Okay. So you're looking around and you aren't finding anything from the main doors. And so eventually you start going around and through the window next to the stall that he had been jumped, you see some very faint footprints in the ground, but they aren't gnome-sized. They are human-sized, and maybe a little longer, like unnaturally long for like a human, but they're very light in the ground, and they travel away from the stable until they meet up with a pair of big paw prints, which you could distinguish as direwolf paw prints, and another set of human feet. And you follow it for a moment, but it reaches cobblestone. And also, while you're following it, the elongated human feet that came from the stable, they just vanish. So they're like walking on the ground and suddenly they're gone. But the other human feet and the wolf feet continue on until they reach a cobblestone path and you lose them.
In the town?
Well, information.
Correct.
Okay.
So Paige returns. He shares this information with the party. Actually, he shares this information with the party. He says, likely the vampire was a humanoid, though I don't. It got in, it got out through the back.
Are you convinced that it's a vampire? It could be anything.
Yes. You don't happen to know anyone who has a pet dire wolf, do you?
Do I?
Nope.
Okay. No.
Strange.
I might, but not anyone near here.
We could go
Fair.
to Lord Benbin. He's the sheriff around town. But that would
I
be going to the guards.
I don't think the guards are inherently vampires. Is Nora gone by this point? Okay. Paige, then he sort of like leans in and he says, okay, listen. I trust you guys. I hope that you can trust me as well. I have a feeling that I know who did this. I have a hunch. I have a very small hunch that I'd like to test.
What's the hunch?
I have a hunch. I inside, I noted a couple of things. For example, there was the platinum coin. I noticed underneath that man's fingernails, some cloth of a red hue, and I noted that he was stabbed to death, not eaten. I have a feeling that the vampire incident may be unrelated to the actual killing itself, or it could be combined. It's hard to know, but I have a hunch that I'd like to test, and there's two ways we can do it. Kaya explained to me that your mother cleans out chamber pots. She would have passed by this area. She might know something. We should go either talk to her.
She doesn't pass by this area for the chamber pot. She goes to the temple. She wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. We should go
in the temple.
We should go. We could check with the. We could do this. We could do this the hard way or the easy way. We could check with the temple and see if your mom was there, or
what does my mother have to do with
her.
This, Paige?
It's just the coloration of the fabric under his nails match hers.
Do you?
The fabric she was wearing.
Paige!
It's easy. It would be easy to fail this suspicion.
You seriously?
Very easy.
You seriously think that my mother would have done such a thing?
She didn't like the guy. She has motive.
She would not hurt a fly.
Hopefully. And you know her better than I would, so you're probably correct. But it is easy to clear suspicions of her. I can't find... I can't track Eddie out of here. But I know there was a human here. I know there was a dire wolf here. But that's my primary suspicion right now. It would be very, very easy for a guard to look into the room and come to the same conclusion that I did. I'm not saying your mother did it. I'm just saying it would be super easy for a guard to blame another Sunstrider for this incident. I believe your mother is innocent. I just think it would be best to check.
There's no way she wouldn't have a motive to kill him unless... No, she couldn't have known it. She didn't... She should not... She shouldn't be a suspect. She wouldn't... Couldn't...
Paige, that is a bold accusation. However, coming from a place that has doppelgangers and
but what would one be doing all the way out here? It's so far from Steelforge.
He's like trying to be a peacemaker and ease this.
I understand. You are correct. It could be a doppelganger.
But also, you do have a point that we should at least get maybe a clear standing that no Sunstriders were involved in this before blame can be just shunted on them.
And for that, we should probably move, considering we were here and investigating things and are not bringing it to the police. I am still sitting on the vampire thing about the.
I would trust Rayla's judgments of her own mother. She knows her mother the most, and
She does.
I would rather pursue this in the sense of, let's make sure your mother is cleared of all accusations, if there is even this doubt.
Yes. That would be good. But here's the thing. The vampire that did this could have just framed your mother. It would have been easy to do. The cloth, the coin. I mean,
But you're not. Let me get this clear. You're not ruling out that she killed him?
I am. Well,
I believe you. I believe you. I
find
believe.
that hard to believe.
I trust you, Rayla. I know you would not intentionally lie to me in any stretch of the imagination.
Yet because she's a Sunstrider, she will?
I'm not one for dragging people based on their past. But I know there are people who would want to do that. I'm just saying we need to hurry. The sooner we can confirm her alibi, the better.
I already spoke to her this morning. She said there was an unruly man in the temple that she helped with. She was
Yes.
nowhere near there.
Okay.
well then
But
let's
if
get
it-
us a witness.
But if it will ease your mind, we can go talk to her.
That would be good.
Real quick, is there a stick in this area?
Yeah, you can find a stick.
Okay. Zilli is drawing something in the dirt. And it's like a little kid drawing. So if you guys ever look at it.
Zilli or Rayla looks over as you like tug on her cloak.
So Zilli has drawn in the dirt, and it's of course a little kid's drawing, so it's like you've got like balls of spiky fur with stick legs representing wolves. And there's maybe like 3 or 4 of them. And in the middle of them, there's what looks to be like a figure, like a cloaked figure.
Do you know someone, Zilli, that owns dire wolves or works with them?
She points to the cloaked figure that she has drawn.
I saw him when I was chased in. He was with the wolves, and he's the one who killed Groko.
Was he carrying a bow by chance?
Was he
In sort of
carrying
a-
a bow? I
Nope.
feel like it was
Bone-like
a sword.
design.
Nope.
She shakes her head.
That's one person. Well, unless you got it more recently.
Well,
Hmm.
let's go talk to my mother and then let's follow up on this because this might be the path.
Yes.
Most
Mhm.
likely,
Very likely.
is it?
Very likely, yes. Most likely. Yes. He nods. Okay, let's go. Let's try to not get seen walking away from this place, if that's okay with everybody.
I thought we already were away from it.
You guys went around some buildings.
Okay.
You're not
Okay.
super far from it because you guys stopped to talk and sent Nora away, so you're not super far away.
Okay.
As we are going to the Glassglow residence, Rayla would come up beside Castil and talk for just a moment.
Hey, again, I am so sorry about earlier.
No, it's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm jumpy. I don't like people coming up to me like that. Sorry.
I do believe you. Your mother seemed very kind
Thank
when I
you.
was talking to her before coming out here.
I really appreciate your faith in that.
Of course.
Sorry, I don't mean to be so trying here. It's just being back here and Vale back home. It's
It is rough. I understand that.
It's been rough, yes. I'm reminded of a lot of things that I have tried to forget. And yet, I still just... I don't even know what to think on so many things. She kind of like hugs herself a little bit, but thank you for being on my side.
Of course. Coming from the outside, I do see how things could point to your mother with the cloth and whatnot, but I would trust your judgment as well. So don't. What I'm trying to say is don't be too upset with Paige for following facts that he's found in links.
Yes, I know, and I feel really bad for snapping at Paige. I guess it's just being here with, accusing my own mother when we've been accused of so many things. Especially because she has still a lot of unprocessed trauma from that. Being accused before. I just don't want her to get hurt again.
Well, let's try and get her a strong alibi then.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'm really sorry about your jaw.
No, it feels actually better now.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad my paladin magic can do some good stuff.
It works wonders. Thank you.
I'm glad. She kind of like tucks a loose hair behind her ear and then just kind of like stops and continues walking. Walks a little faster.
He'll keep his same pace, kind of with the group.
Yeah.
What were you two talking about as you walk back up towards the group?
Just nothing. Just catching him up on things.
Okay. No problem.
I'm sorry I snapped at you, Paige.
Oh, no, it's completely understandable. I would do the same thing if someone said something negative about my mother. I might be worse about it, actually. But, you're fine.
Thanks. And she probably won't say anything else until they get to the glass glows.
Okay. You guys successfully make it to the Glass Glow residence. It is now probably like 10:30 a.m. You guys go inside. What do you want to do?
Ooh,
Mother,
Rayla, as we're about to come in, I'm gonna be like, hey Rayla, would you mind also casting Divine Sense when we get in there? Just to clear everyone else in the room of, vampirism.
Sure, absolutely. I can. If it'll put your mind at ease.
It might even tell us if someone's invisible, wouldn't it?
If they are also a vampire, yes.
If they are a vampire.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. Like, if there was...
Oh, yeah. If there's an invisible vampire in the room, then yes.
We would be in a lot of trouble then. Vampires aren't really known for spell casting, and if they also can do that, let's just hope that's not the reality. Okay, let's go ahead, shall we?
Let's go ahead, shall we?
When we go in, I'm assuming we probably see Mara, maybe?
You don't see Mara.
Okay, Mara's not there. Ryan's not there. Ryan's probably at his mining job.
Ryan would be at his mining job. You can assume that Mara is off doing some kind of work herself. She tends to do laundry for other people. And occasionally does glass blowing, but she doesn't do that a lot. It's more of a hobby.
Yeah.
The glass blowing glass glow.
Well, I mean, that's how they
That's
got
what their
their.
name-
Oh yeah, I know.
That's what their jobs were until Frederick
It was-
died,
Just a fun,
or Nicholas. Nicholas died.
Nicholas.
fun
Hmm.
say. Fun to say.
Yeah. Well, then I guess we go up to the parents' bedroom, and Rayla will knock on the door.
Coming, and your mother will come to the door and crack it open and go, "Oh, Rayla, what can I do for you, darling?"
Hey, Mom. Do you think that we could come in and just talk for a little bit?
We don't all need to go in at once.
I think it would be fine. You know, if
Your father's resting. I'd rather not have everyone crowding in on him.
well, maybe could you come downstairs and we could just chat for just a little bit?
Of
We
course.
just have a couple questions.
Of
Yeah, no
course.
worries. Nothing to worry about.
I'll be down in just a moment. Okay.
Where were you at the night of?
She's gonna close the door, and you hear some rustling inside, as if maybe she's tucking your father into bed or something. Have you casted any spells yet?
I will cast Divine Sense.
Okay. How far does that go out?
Divine Sense. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell. So essentially, she'll do that when the mom has opened up the door.
Okay.
There's an undead right behind you. It's the vampire. No, it's just Zilli.
It's just Zilli.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I said Zilli.
You sense Zilli. But besides that, you don't sense anyone else. Or anything else, I should say.
Okay.
And within 60 feet of you.
And
I thought so.
I will tell Paige that. I'll tell the group that. I'll be like, no vampires.
Told
Paige.
you.
Paige just kind of nods. He says, I thought they might be unrelated. Interesting. Good. That's one step. Okay.
And about
Okay.
this time... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he just kind of like gestures for everyone to go towards the tables and stuff.
Okay. About this time, then Rayla's mom does come downstairs. Soraya. She comes downstairs and she looks a little tense, but she goes, "What can I do for you, Rayla and friends?" Curse breakers, right?
Well,
Um,
I'm just gonna give this over to Paige.
go ahead.
No, I said I'm giving this over to you.
Oh, I thought you said I'm just gonna get this over with, comma.
Oh no,
Paige.
I said I'm going to give this over to Paige.
Okay. So Paige is just like, yeah, we just had a couple of questions. Kaya, she noted that you came home late into the night. Your job is emptying chamber pots, correct? At the
The
temple?
Yes.
Okay. And that is your nightly activity, correct?
Correct.
Okay. How long does that usually take?
Oh, a few hours.
A few hours. Okay. Good to know. You said that to Rayla that so you got home and there was a little bit of blood. It sounded like something went awry. Could you please describe what happened?
She fingers
the
her
temple.
skirt a bit and like kind of tugs it behind her, and she goes, "Yes, there was a patient who had quite the injury. I helped the clerics to hold him down so they could get the bone back in. It was quite bloody."
Oh, I see.
How did
Okay.
you help?
How did I help?
Yeah.
I helped hold him down.
Where?
At the temple?
No, where on him did you help hold him down?
One of his arms.
Was he on the floor?
No, he was on a bed, but his injury was a bone through his leg. There's lots of blood everywhere.
Sorry, I just was curious.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's all right.
Yeah, just wanted to check in. You don't happen to know the stable man, the owner of the stable? What's his name? Rayla? And he turns to you.
Bert, Mom. Bert Frankie.
Yes, Bert.
I know of him. He's, well, the boss of my husband.
Is he a friend of yours?
Sunstriders don't have many friends, so no.
Okay. And he
What's
was
with all the
kind.
questions?
So we went over to that stable area, and we noted that Bert had been killed
dead.
last night. He is dead, and he'd been dead for several hours. I wanted to come and clear your name before we continued investigating things.
Clear my name?
Mhm.
You think I did it?
It would be easy to blame a Sunstrider, since, your husband works for him, and...
We're more of forming alibis than we are accusing.
Yes.
So
I see.
if you maybe passed over there any time at night, it would look kind of bad, is kind of what we're getting at.
So,
Yeah.
Mom,
It sounds like you went straight to the temple, straight back, correct?
do you have anyone at the temple to corroborate your story? Just to make sure that
I can't believe this.
no,
My own daughter as well.
no,
You know what?
it's
I have
just
had
to
enough
make
of this.
make sure that you're safe, Mom.
You don't need to make sure I'm safe, Rayla. It is our responsibility to make sure you are safe.
Mom. Rayla, I would like to roll insight.
Roll for insight.
Roll insight. She has advantage because this is her mother, question mark?
Sure.
I'm going to say something, and I would like to read the insight on her facial expressions.
Okay.
She is going to turn to her mother and ask kind of like the questions and the turn of this conversation. Rayla is just kind of falls quiet and kind of gets her head lowered as she just says, "Did you know? Did you know?" And I'm going to roll for insight. Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, that is a 23. That is a 23. So I got a 19.
Wow, okay.
That was cool. My first roll was a 9. Oh.
You say this and you look at your mother's face and you see her jaw tighten and her eyes take on a moment of sadness to anger, and you get the feeling that if she didn't know when it happened necessarily, like you don't know when she would have known, but at some point she knew.
Mom.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You'd have to be more specific, Rayla.
It's okay, Mrs. Sunstrider. You can tell us the truth.
And with those last words,
Are you casting suggestion?
I am casting suggestion.
Oh my gosh!
We'll
Oh,
bring you fish.
It's
We'll
okay,
bring you
Soraya.
fish.
It's okay, Soraya.
Oh, sorry,
suggest
Emily,
you
I
be
didn't see your
honest.
message. Yes, you can roll for the perception for the stitch shoulder.
that was with perception.
Would you have
With
disadvantage on?
disadvantage because it's a vision thing.
Yeah,
That is a 10.
10. You can tell that there's a new stitch there, as you saw it previously.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing new do you discover from it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you the truth suggestion. Okay, she makes a
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. Wow, pitiful. Okay.
Oh.
I believe she fails with an 11.
Yes, she does fail.
Oh,
Darn it.
no.
Okay.
Oh no. Rayla
You say
looks
oh,
a
dear.
little horrified right now. If anyone is looking at Rayla.
Well, I don't think Rayla knows that Zilli cast the spell.
No, from what she saw on her mother's face. She's looking
Hmm.
at horrified from that.
Okay. You can tell us the truth. What would she consider to be the truth off of the questions you guys have been asking?
Sierra, right
Huh.
before that, Rayla put into her mind of that moment. And then before you give her response in Soraya's voice, can Zilli just say that line one more time before you give your actual response?
For the
Yes.
clip.
For
the clip.
So you want me to say it one more
Lord.
time?
Well, once Sierra's ready to respond, yes.
Yes.
So give her a moment.
You can say it.
It's okay, Mrs. Sunstrider. You can tell us the truth.
And as Zilli says this, everyone notices just a slight change in her facial expression from one of hostility to a more calm, and she goes, "Of course I can trust you all. I honestly lost my job at the temple. I wasn't there last night. I was getting rid of a pest. Bert, to be specific. And yes, Rayla, I knew. Not when it happened. I only learned shortly after your father passed." And then she kind of stumbles back and holds her head and then clasps her hand over her mouth.
Mom,
I didn't.
You killed him? I mean, sure, he was a horrible person.
Okay, everybody calm down. It's
How did
okay.
you find out? It was meant to be a secret. Nobody should have known.
It's
I
okay.
knew Rayla because he attempted a similar thing with another girl, and I came across him and I confronted him. Rayla, and she's going to go try to hug you if you'll let her.
She is gonna step back. No, Mom, no.
He would have died anyways had we not lost our title for what he did.
I know, Mom. I just didn't want anyone to know.
It wasn't your fault, Rayla. It was his.
No,
And he got what he deserved.
I'm sorry. And she's gonna attempt to leave.
She's gonna call after you and like step towards you, but you'll be able to get away if you want.
Rayla will
Yeah.
leave.
Paige just like puts his hand in front of her. He's like, no, we have a few more questions. You can't leave yet. Can't leave yet. Someone make sure that Rayla doesn't tell the guards, please.
Yeah, Zilli will go with.
Okay.
Rayla.
Castil is gonna go with Rayla as well.
So it's just Paige and okay.
It's okay.
But
I beat
if-
her.
if-
I body her easy. Like I can take her down on my own if things go south.
If Zilli's going with Rayla, Castil can stick with Paige just to.
No sunset?
No.
He would, but Zilli's already there.
Zilli's on it.
Go
Zilli immediately.
also.
Yeah, just make sure she doesn't call the guards. That's not important. Don't do that. Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay, fine then. High or low? 'Cause
High or low, audience?
my initial thought, I was gonna do you, but
Oh, me?
yes.
I mean, honestly, I'm okay either way. But, sure, high.
Okay, if it's high, he follows Rayla.
I'm more taunting you for the
'Cause,
sunset
I mean-
moments.
That was my initial gut, was to follow you. But then we're leaving Paige alone, which
Kaya's
he's-
there.
Oh yeah, no, Kaya's
Kaya's
there.
there. It's actually, see, secretly, guys, it's not a sunset moment.
It's a papaya.
It's a papaya,
It's a papaya moment.
okay. I forgot. Did you say high or low?
I think I said high or something like that.
Correct.
Okay, because I rolled a 6.
No, low. I said low.
No, Greg's got documentation.
I'm torn between damage control or
You can-
damage control.
You could ask the audience if you want. You can ask what they think.
If you give an option 1 or option 2, they're just gonna pick the one with sunset.
You don't know.
Go with
They're
what you
controlling
did
the
just
story.
now. So with
You
What I
did?
did just
whatever
now,
the
if
opposite.
she said
was.
high, I did 6. And I was going to say if whatever she said was going to be, I'd follow her. So
Okay.
I'm doing damage control with the mother instead.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Zilli goes out,
Love
Paige,
this.
Kaya, and Castil stay.
Yeah. I'm still loving this story.
This is
Regardless if Castil stays or goes.
This is
I'm still
great.
We'll continue with Paige and Castil and Mrs. Sunstrider. We will catch up with Zilli and Rayla in a moment.
Okay. So Paige kind of like puts his arms up. He's like, hold on, don't leave yet. We have a few more questions. We can work through this.
I don't know what questions you have, but
Yes, important ones.
Ask
Was
them
any-
quickly.
Was anyone with you
No.
when you killed him? Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you note a bat
A bat?
or a dire wolf?
No dire wolf. There might have been a bat.
Strange.
I mean, it was
Okay.
night. I don't know. There's lots of bats
Nighttime.
around here.
one of our theories was about a vampire.
A vampire.
Initially,
Apparently,
but
there were signs that one could have been in here, so that's what we were trying to.
yes. I'm going to be frank with you, Miss Sunstrider. I'm not going to turn you in, and I am going to actively try to make it so the guards don't find out it was you. I don't think it would be good for either you or your daughter or your husband or anyone else involved with you to find out about this. And frankly, I am obsessively on your side. So,
Why?
well, because you're the mother of Rayla, and Rayla is cool.
Cool.
So, I want to make it so you don't get in trouble for this. There's a couple issues. We have the coin already. We didn't dig under the guy's nails, and we don't have another thing. We could pin it on vampires, but if my theory is correct, that won't work. We could just hide the body. He turns towards Castil, who he doesn't know how feels about any of this. He's like, we just hide the body. That's fine, right? We could do that.
I mean, I can bury it.
Okay, he's in.
Do you need me here for this getting rid of evidence?
No, not really. I was just curious if anyone else was there. I had a theory about a vampire being there also, but that theory isn't technically disproven. But if a vampire did see you and it just, you might actually already be in trouble. You don't happen to have any good relations with royalty here, do you? Well, I guess you kind of do. They did set you off scot-free before. Sorry, I'm
You
just
are
processing.
Running low on my patience.
Yeah,
Do we need her page? Can she go to her daughter?
Last question. Do you know if the royalty here are vampires?
The Galtors.
Yes.
They're not vampires.
Do you know?
We've known them for years. Ever since they moved here, we've known them.
Okay.
Do they age? There'd be one clear sign of a vampire.
Have you known a Kaltor to die of old age?
The Kaltor here have not died of old age.
Okay.
Lord Kaltor has more gray hair. Lady Kaltor keeps herself in very great condition, but she's an older woman.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Their son
And
definitely
things seem
ages.
to-
I've seen him grow up.
Okay.
well, there we go.
There you go. Good to know. Okay. Thank you. We do not need you anymore. We're going to try and cover your name up a little bit. I don't want you to get in trouble. Okay.
Did you have a plan already set, or
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. I
not
always
you,
have a
Paige,
plan.
Paige.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Go ahead. You can.
Before
can
we
talk.
meddle and ruin up something that was already set in motion.
There's no plan. The furthest I would have gotten would be to toss his body into the canyon, but
Why didn't you?
I ran out of time. The sun was rising.
And what about Eddie?
Eddie?
You know Eddie, Nora's boyfriend.
Yes,
fiance?
why are you bringing in Eddie?
Oh,
That is why
no.
we went over there.
If you don't know that, it is possible that he may have seen you do it. We need to track him down, Castil.
No one else was there. I made sure of that.
Did you check all the doors, the attic?
Yes,
window?
no one was there.
Interesting. So perhaps Eddie only found the body. Then why wouldn't he?
All right,
take
all right,
the
all right.
guards?
Let's-
Sorry, you're free
Look,
now. That's
Thank you.
All
And
right.
She's going to just push between you guys, and she's going to walk out the door very briskly, and she's going to go and try and find Rayla. At this moment, we will cut to Rayla and Zilli. If Zilli's there, I don't know. Maybe, possibly, we might actually go back to you guys. She might.
We
sit
could have
down.
just a one-sided conversation between
I
her and
One side.
Zilli.
I mean, I can tell you that Rayla is like walking very briskly, kind of wiping tears out of her eyes as she's kind of hugging herself, pulling her coat in tighter, trying to be as non-noticeable and small as possible. And she is, where is she going? I'm trying to think of the town. She's kind of walking. There's a specific place that I'm thinking in mind, but she's not consciously walking there. You know?
Mhm.
I'll message it to you.
Okay.
But she's briskly going off in a direction.
Zilli, is there anything you are wanting to say or do as you are following Rayla as she's briskly walking?
No, she's just trying to keep up, and if if Rayla is briskly walking, I think Zilli would be at like a jog.
I love it.
But
Cool.
she won't say or do anything. Like she's just there for Rayla.
Okay. Well, we will wait till Emily messages me where you guys are headed.
Castil, we should probably go to the body.
Yes, of course, Paige. You are ever so correct and also extremely
Oh.
handsome and good with the ladies. Hey, let's go.
Okay, after a while, you guys reach what is the main square of the city. And this is right before essentially the castle Kaltor. So there's like the castle, there's some walls, and then there's like the main what's it called? Courtyard for like the town. This is where all the town events happen. And as you guys reach here, Rayla comes to a stop.
She's just kind of like breathing heavily as she's in this area. Is there a lot of people here, or no, it's kind of like empty?
There are people there. There are some pop-up shops that are around. Not a ton, but it's like enough where people can go there, find some bracelets, or if they're very wealthy, because this is more where the wealthy people are, they can buy some sort of fresh fruit.
Is there like a little alley or a nook or something that she could like go like right like somewhere in
Yes.
this area to kind of be hidden away from people?
Yes.
Zilli
you
would
can
know. It'd be home.
find- Be home.
It would be home.
Yeah. Probably where she first saw Raylan.
Probably.
Yeah, and once she like finds that spot, she's just going to like kind of plop down in whatever grotesque like rainwater puddle or whatever trash heap is just gonna kind of like sit down there, knees up to her chest, face kind of buried. And that's where she will stay and start crying.
Okay. Anything you want to do here, Zilli, or are you going to just sit with her quietly?
Zilli will sit with her and then just lean her head on Rayla's arm.
Rayla's gonna actually pull away from that. And she's gonna say, please, no. Zilli, just for once, could you just go?
Ouch.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Sorry.
No, it's all
Rayla's-
good.
I won't give insight into what she's feeling.
No, I think it's pretty clear what she's feeling. High or low?
Me? Hi.
Yeah.
Always go high, guys.
We saw how that went with Castil.
So sad. You're gonna go hide a body.
So that was actually low.
Ooh.
So Zilli, a little shocked and confused that you have pulled away from her, She doesn't know what to say, but she just wants you to feel in some way that she's always there for you. And even though you want to be alone, she thinks it's not a good time for you to be alone. So she won't touch you, she won't say anything. And she'll maybe scooch back a bit, but she's not leaving.
Okay. Rayla is going to sit there and cry. Just like curled up, trying to cover herself as much as possible. So you don't really like see her tears at all because it's just buried. But you definitely like just hear her. This is the like most like tearful you have ever seen her. Like hiccup sobs kind of a thing. Yeah, ugly cry. It is an ugly cry. It's a really ugly cry, guys. And she's yeah.
I don't know, that was kind of cute.
Aw. Dang. Well, you're not there.
Yeah, I know Castil would think this is kind of cute, but
We're talking about ugly cry. There's gotta be snot coming out.
Well, no, there is. I don't
Can't
have
make
a
the
stuffy
snot
nose.
appear suddenly.
Mhm.
hard to emulate that.
Ruining
Yeah.
my immersion here. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you guys are wanting to do before I step in?
No, Rayla's gonna be there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
High or low, Rayla?
I'm scared. High. Always vote high.
Okay.
Just like chat. Or at least like some of the people in chat. Seji. I see you.
While you are absolutely sobbing, a shadow blocks the little bit of light that is coming into your nook. And you hear a voice that you recognize as
No.
he says, "Rayla, are you all right?"
No! This is so embarrassing! No!
Worst outcome.
No!
We were talking about this before the session, weren't we? I'm pretty sure we were. Just the few of us.
Beyonce?
I know who it is. She's. Okay. She just promptly like stops and kind of wipes her face and like doesn't even look up and kind of like tries to stifle everything, and she goes, "Lord Kaltor."
This is what he looks like for our audience.
Oh wait, they can't see it yet.
This is a little big. Handsome. You might have to scroll in a bit because I have too much stuff on this map.
Let me zoom in for the fans, guys. This is Lord
Is that a
Kaltor.
goatee? Ooh.
Flynn Rider?
I love how Silver Dusk says a wild X appears.
Sinbad? Melody Wolf. Ha!
Yes, he is.
Lord Kaltor. Sorry, what are you doing here?
I mean, what brings you to talk to me?
Honestly, I didn't realize it was you till I was over here. But nonetheless, are you all right, Rayla?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Your lord, your grace, sorry.
He's gonna pull out a handkerchief and he's going to hand it to you.
She'll take it, still not looking at him, and just kind of pull it in and doesn't want to be touched.
Well, that we gotten no one noticed before, but he's actually a giant.
Oh yeah, because he's taking up so many squares. That's funny.
That's really funny.
Now we just made it big. So
Oddly
you could
enough,
see.
just no one knew. They always
No
just
one
looked at him
noticed.
from far off in perspective, you know.
He looked like a normal guy, just a dude.
He just sits he's just there. He's standing for a minute and a half. And then he'll look at Zilli and go, "Hello. What's your name?"
Ziti?
Zilli. That's a beautiful name.
She smiles a little bit.
Are you friends with Rayla?
She nods.
I'm glad she has a friend.
Lord Kaltor, what can we do for you?
I believe the question is what I can do for you, Rayla.
You don't want to do anything for me. You can't risk anyone thinking bad of you. And I don't say that as with disdain towards you at all. Just...
I'm grateful for your consideration, but I believe if I were to leave a weeping woman on the ground, I think my reputation would take a hit.
Yeah, well, I'll just hide a little deeper in so you don't have to see.
That's not what I meant, Rayla.
I'm sorry, this is just a bad time. I
Of
don't
course.
mean to be rude, Your Grace.
Hardly rude. But you are... as beautiful as the day I had to say goodbye. It was nice to see you even for a moment, Rayla.
Bye, Your Grace. Goodbye.
He's gonna give 5 gold to Zilli and whisper, bend down a bit and go, "Get her some food, why don't you?" As he hands you 5 gold.
Does he understand Elvish?
You don't know.
So she does say in Elvish.
She probably won't eat it.
In Elvish, he responds, "Why not?"
She
Rayla will interject. No, just kidding. Just
Zilli shrugs.
She doesn't eat much.
He just nods in understanding. We'll try anyways. Please. And with that, he'll leave your little hiding nook.
It was good to see you. she's going to just kind of crawl further into the alley. She might as well just be filth, because that's how she feels right now.
Oh. So after like maybe another 20 minutes after this, your mother comes and has found you in the alleyway.
Rayla's not having it. If she sees her mom, she's gonna get up and walk the other direction.
So you then hear your mother's voice. Oh, Rayla, I'm so glad I found you.
She's gonna stand up and start walking, like, through the alley.
And she's following you. Rayla, please, will you just listen?
No, I just want to be alone right now.
Then please come to the house. You can have a room there, and you can be alone there, just not on the streets, please.
Mom, no, I just need some space. I don't want to be anywhere where... I'm sorry, I really just... Mom, I hold nothing against you, okay? It's just... Don't you think you took protecting me a little too far? Sure, what he did was awful. And I don't know what I did that caused him to do that. But I buried that so deep. I didn't want anyone to know, Mom. Because if people knew, they'd know that I was just no more than just filth. No one would want me.
Your father and I want you, Rayla. You are not filth.
No,
Do you mean romantically?
Mom, no! Mom!
Because there are two men back there who seemed very keen on protecting you.
Mom. Okay, now Emily is embarrassed. I'm like flushed, like, ah!
Where are you getting these different things from, Greg? This is really confusing. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Keep going, Emily. Okay, she's really embarrassed, so if she doesn't say anything, the mom will keep going, but...
Rayla's just... Mom, stop, please. I just don't want to be touched. I don't want to be touched. Please. Don't come to me.
You.
Don't. Please just never speak of this again.
I won't speak of it again so long as you understand it was not your fault.
I don't know.
I know it was not your fault. You did nothing wrong. You are not filth. What happened would never determine that.
I'll see you back at the house, okay? Please, just leave me.
I'm sorry, Rayla. I didn't want you to know. Like how you didn't want me to know.
I just don't want you to think less of me.
I would never think less of you. Not once have I thought less of you, Rayla. You are the best of the Sunstriders. And that is why I want to protect you.
Mom, I'll talk to you later.
Roll for persuasion.
Oh my goodness. I'm so curious what Zilli is thinking right now.
She's too innocent.
My persuasion. Yeah, she probably doesn't know.
Yeah, Zilli doesn't know. Zilli only knows just the tiny bit of Sunstrider history that everyone else in town knows.
Dirty 20, by the way.
But as this conversation is going on, Zilli just scooches more in front of Rayla, almost like she's trying to be protective, but doesn't know how because she is just a little child.
She's a little girl. She doesn't know the world.
Okay, with the dirty 20, she nods slowly and goes, "As you wish, Rayla." But your father and I will always be waiting, no matter what.
She doesn't say anything to that.
And your mother will leave.
Okay.
All right. We will cut back to Paige and Castil. Anything you guys are wanting to do?
Whew. Man.
You should probably burn the body to make sure he
well,
doesn't come back as an
the-
undead.
I mean, but that's probably fine though. I'm really thinking we need to like pin this on somebody because like if he just goes missing randomly, then like it's really confusing, especially because he has a business he runs and
You could
people
set
he
the whole
knows,
stable on fire.
connections. We could set the whole stable on
I'm
fire.
the little devil on your shoulders. You could set it all on fire. He died.
We could make it look
fire.
like an accident, couldn't we? Couldn't we do that? Wait, you have healing magic, right? You can like repair his body, make it look like he wasn't, you know.
I don't think it works when they're dead.
Dang it.
Need a
What,
necromancer.
mending?
What about her ex-fiance? I don't really. No, just pin it on them.
Either way.
No,
You don't know who they are.
no, it doesn't. But that was Dane having a funny thought.
I feel like she's talking to someone. A rival.
Thus.
Like there's a hot guy around here somewhere.
Yeah, now
I
the
feel like-
audience knows.
I feel like
Instantly don't like it.
for some reason I feel like there's a boat on water being challenged by another boat for some reason.
Shipboard.
What is happening?
I think Rayla would be an ideal partner.
Who thought? Who would have
She
thought?
got too much drama.
So, Paige thinks we don't have a way to hide. First, we can't really talk there. Maybe we hide the body. We just can't get caught. I'm really good at sneaking things. Can you turn his body invisible?
Maybe.
I need to
I,
write down my notes.
Spells. Invisibility. Where are you? Creature you touch, invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. So if I'm carrying the body, technically it's on my person.
Ah. So
It is
what we could
considered
do
an
is have you
object.
transform into a wolf,
He is a dead body, which is considered an object.
or
That's
like
cool.
some dragging, pulling thing, and put him on top of you, and then you will be able to drag him away. We just would need to know how to bring him.
I wouldn't be able to turn invisible as a wolf, I believe.
I'd say if you're like
Um,
dragging something, the thing that's being dragged would still be seen. Because you're not carrying it.
I could attach
Yeah.
him to your body and with some rope.
But- I don't think I could
like,
turn invisible
transform.
as. Well, I guess I. That's a DM question. Could I cast invisibility then turn invisible, or not? Sorry. Turn invisible and then wild shape, because I don't think you can cast spells as a dog.
But your
as a-
concentration is maintained on druid
Is
shape.
is druid shape technically a spell?
No,
Because
think
that's
it is
like
not.
casting a spell ends invisibility.
Yeah, it is distinguished as like a feature. It doesn't have anything that says it's a spell.
Yeah, wild
Um,
shape
You
is
can
a
use
feature.
this feature
Druid cast
twice.
So
is
then
a
I
spell.
think you could turn yourself invisible and then transform. That should be fine.
Okay.
You know, I've never thought about trying it, but it might just work.
Okay. Paige believes it would be wise. Wait till we get there and see. Paige has a suspicion the guards already have found them. Or Eddie knows. We shouldn't kill Eddie. That would be unwise.
I mean, I
have...
didn't plan on it.
It's an option, but not a good one. So I'm glad we're on the same page. Now.
Yeah, it's an option.
Option to kill Eddie.
Let's go check, see what's happening at the stable, and convene there. Plan A, take the body, dump it into the valley. Plan B, if the
I-
guards are there, we might be out of luck. You can't alter memory, can you?
No.
Growls.
Well, fine.
Do you wanna hide a body?
Doesn't have to be a body.
Sadly, my
we can-
nephews are borrowing my monster manual, so I do not know CR.
We can clean under his fingernails,
But
and
I think I could turn into a black bear.
they won't have anyone to pin it on. Black bear might work. I have a manual.
Which I assume is something I've seen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have gone with an ape, but I don't think I've seen an ape.
No, you've definitely not seen an ape.
But if there's panthers, I assume there's bears.
Yes.
And there's CR 1/2, which I think is what I can turn into.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So
yeah, I can turn into a bigger animal, carry the body. Yes, yes.
good. Okay, good. I'll try to attach it to you. I won't be able to see, so it'd be quite difficult, but I am quite proficient in tying knots. Okay. Good. Good. Wow. You know, last time we committed a crime, we got in trouble. Well, round 2, I suppose.
Yep.
Okay. Onward to the barn. Oh,
Time for charm.
yes, hopefully. Again, if there are guards there, I think we're out of luck. I don't think there's anything we could do. Maybe we could pretend to be eyewitnesses and falsify a story to lead them off, but we really, at the very least, need to clean under that guy's nails. Okay. And maybe dagger marks. Maybe we mutilate the body some more? Make it look...
What?
It would be harder to tell who did
Put
it.
the symbol of the circles cut.
You
in
forget
there.
that they might have magical means of detection in finding the stuff.
I hate magic. Okay, Well,
I hate
This is why I
magic.
think just hiding the body might be best.
you're right. Okay, let's go hide body, shall we?
I can still turn into a bear and just steal the body.
Would you be? Never mind. I was gonna suggest potentially eating him, but I'm pretty sure you'd be
I
against.
am not going to eat another man.
Yeah. I wouldn't ask you to do that. Okay. Let's go.
Conversation. I've clipped
Alright.
like so many things in that conversation.
I need to get we should publish a book called just Paige's Shower Thoughts. Just see what
Yeah.
comes out of it.
Also, I just gotta say, Skingle Dingle saying a bear being CR 1/2 is whack. Yes, that's very accurate. That a bear should totally be bigger than that.
Also, I've got to ask: has anyone else noticed Greg drinking from the
Yes.
largest containers?
From the smallest. He has every different container. It keeps happening. I'm I don't know what that's going
Guys.
on.
It's just a perspective thing. It's just a
It's
perspective.
It's so confusing.
It's
But,
funny though.
I looked over at one moment and he's got this giant pitcher that he's drinking out of. Next, he's drinking out of a pot. Then he has a tiny shot glass and then a giant beer mug.
All right. We are going to
That's
actually give this to the audience as a high or low of whether or not the guards are there. So whatever you all ultimately vote on, whether that's high or low, the one with the majority will be the positive outcome, where there's no guards there. And if I roll that number, there's no guards there. But if I roll the opposite, there's guards there.
Poll is
So,
open. Chat.
Get in your votes. Decide the fates. Boom, 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 boom. Decide the fates. That's embarrassing. That's there for all eternity now. Awkward. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Not eternity, just until, an EMP comes and wipes out all the internet in the world.
No, there we go.
Yeah. Wait, do I have to?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Alrighty, let's start closing up the votes.
Can I get a fan art of
You know,
Can I get a fan art of Paige just going up to a door with Castil on the other side, do you want to hide a body?
Just- Yeah, he's just got the
I love it.
he's got the whole bit.
Okay. Let's close it up.
Okay. Alrighty. And Lance and Lori Gatral also put vote high in there. So, that is
We'll just add one
5-4. Oh shoot! With their vote, it's made it tied. Actually,
Never mind. We will keep going.
it is tied, guys. We
Going
gotta
is
break
tied.
the vote.
Someone change your vote, or another person vote. Quick, get it in. Higher, low. Oh, there we go. All right, let's close it.
Yep, it's all coming in. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 closed, and low won. A lot of people switched to low last
right.
second. Sorry, guys.
Oof, that is high. Oops. So you guys get there and you do see several guards coming in and out, and you can see 2 of them are carrying a body between them on a stretcher with a cloth over the body.
Plan B.
Let's. Okay, whatever. Paige will just kind of walk up. We don't have a plan B. He'll kind of walk up and he's like, "Oh, what happened here?" As he looks between the officers carrying the body.
Is everything all right?
There's an investigation going on. Move along.
Oh, of course. There's Yes. We'll move right along. Yes. And he's just gonna kind of turn around. He like looks at Castil. He gives him a. I don't know, man. This ain't turning out well.
How is there any concern about this turning into an undead? And at that time, he's going to cause fear, and hopefully see if that will cause them to be fearful that this thing could turn undead.
Oh, okay. Can you put the spell into the thing? Like, how many people does it affect, or area?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Say what?
Also,
It's good.
Seji says, this is why you always bet on high. Lol, I predicted it. No way. Because he said in his comments before the
That's-
delay caught up.
So
Yeah.
it affects one creature.
Seji, you're
But
the best.
I am able to
I mean,
cast
all of you are
it
the best.
at a higher level to target an additional creature.
How many guards are there?
I would say there's
2 carrying.
5. So there's 2 carrying, like 2 at a door, and 1 doing like the main investigating.
1, 2.
5 seems like a reasonable amount for a murder.
Yeah.
I think I would have to upcast it to 5, which would be an indomitable strike.
Oh.
Indomitably strikes.
A
You would
year.
basically be dead. And I need you to not do that so that,
Never.
we have to have guys' night.
Okay,
We have to have guys night.
I will.
Yes.
I will upcast it to cause fear to the 3 closest ones. That's the highest I can go without taking any exhaustion.
Okay, I'll say that's the one doing like the main investigating and the 2 carrying the body. I guess actually, we're on this map. Why talk like this when we can actually just be like, here they are. Crazy.
Whack. We have an map.
We have a map. Oh, where are my guards? I made them forever ago. Okay, here we go. Oh. They're all related.
I didn't think Vale was that kind of city.
No, the mom just happened to have a what? It's not triplets.
Quintuplets?
Yeah.
Nice. I gotta say,
And they're all working the same shift.
one of my favorite bits about the water is that this particular container, this it makes a great sound when I pick it up. I'll see if I can.
He's
capture it.
admitting it's a bit, guys.
I don't know if you can hear that, but when it comes up, it's just like, hold on. Let me see.
I can kind of hear it.
Oh. A lot of noise.
Yeah, it's that. Apologies if I break anyone's headphones.
I'm not.
Random. Okay, so you cast it on the 3
Sorry.
closest to you, and they need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yep,
Okay.
I believe the DC is 14.
Sorry, I've been trying to listen to some of the sound stuff to see what I could use, and I didn't hear
Oh.
it myself.
It's okay.
Okay, these don't look so good. We got a 5,
Fail.
we got an 8, and we got an
Fail.
11.
Also fail.
I mean,
So,
the spell
okay.
technically says that they're afraid of me, so I'll let you do with that as you will, or I was trying to make them fear that it might be undead, but
Mm. For
Okay, so
the
the-
rule of cool, we will make an exception this time, but on the future
Yes.
ones, I would say no. But for the rule of cool on this one, we'll say it frightens them, and you make this suggestion, and the 2 carrying the body just drop it. It just, falls on the ground. His hand like rolls out from underneath the fabric, and they take a big step away from it.
we might want to burn it as soon as possible to prevent that.
Paige like turns around. He's like, wait, it could be an undead? He like all of a sudden like he like starts panicking a little. He's playing real into this. He's like, wait, it could be an undead? I have some fire stuff. I have some stuff. I think.
roll for persuasion. No, do deception.
Okay.
Ah, I don't know. You're saying to burn it, and Paige is playing it up, so I'm not sure if that's persuasion or deception. So I'll let you choose which one you want.
This whole thing is deception because I'm not as concerned that it's undead. I'm concerned that they might catch on. Oh, I don't even need to roll with advantage. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
Woo!
Cool, baby. Cool, baby.
Let's go.
You know, he has a very good point. It could turn into an undead. And another one goes, there has been a monster hunter around. And the third one goes, and there's been a lot of strange things happening. And people going missing. And they're like, it could just all be undead. And they're like, quick, burn it before it eats us all.
I've heard this fog around here makes things accelerate faster with undead and everything.
Oh no!
Totally
Oh no!
right. And
Not
then
quickly.
the two over here were like, this is sus. But then, as you are explaining the fog, they're like, oh shoot, and they kind of like lean against the wall a bit, and they're like, it's not contagious, is it? And they're the two that aren't frightened, but they're a little persuaded right now.
I don't know. Here, I've got it. I'm going to take off one of my vials of oil. I'm going to strike it with my hip flint, and I am going to light a cloth on top of it and just like hand it to one of the guards. I'm like, here, you can use this.
The main guard, he's gonna take it and he's gonna throw it on the body.
So he burned the body.
He's gonna throw it, catches fire, the body starts burning. And about this time, the spell wears off because it's a minute, and they go, oh no, what have we done? Evidence.
What do you mean? We stopped a zombie!
We're protecting the town?
Oh no, I'm gonna lose my job.
What do you mean?
What do you mean
You
lose your job?
saved the town!
You're a hero!
Roll for deception.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Yeah, you take it.
Kenku recall advantage. Okay. Deception.
Starting a rumor that the fog increases undead.
Casually.
That's true, actually.
19.
19. He's like, oh, right. And the other guy claps him on the back and goes, yeah, I was turning into a zombie, man. I'm pretty sure I saw its hand move. And one of the guys next to the wall actually nods and goes, yes, sir. I saw it too. The hand definitely moved.
He was reaching for your foot.
I'm pretty sure I saw that. I agree. You know what? You're such a stand-up guard.
He's gonna reach into like his pouch. He rolls around his coins and he hands him a silver piece. He's like,
This is for protecting my family and for our people. Thank you. You've done so well.
He'll take the coin and go, right. Thank you. I guess it's a small consolation to... Well, no, it was an undead. I won't lose my job.
I'll let my fellow druids know that you are doing your part in helping the city.
what was your name, sir?
You asked that?
What was your name, sir?
My name is... Nathan.
Nathan. You're a hero, Nathan. Thank you.
A real hero.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. And what's your name?
Oh, my name is Paige.
Paige.
Yes.
And yours,
Clint.
Druid?
Clint.
Clint. Nice to meet you. Nathan.
Good to meet you, Nathan.
Nathan
Thank you
Rockwell.
again. But we have somewhere to be. I apologize. We caught into your business, but we have to get going. Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for the oil. He just looks confused and a little dazed.
Thank
but
you.
also
Thank
like, okay, I have a silver. I did good.
We just
Okay.
wander off.
Yeah, we just wander off.
I love it. Both of you can take a DM inspiration from that. All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
I high five Castil.
Once we're around the corner. Once we're around the corner.
Yeah, once we're around the corner, just like.
Was there anything else we needed to get rid of evidence? It was just the body.
You're muted, Greg.
Nope, that was it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
It's about noon now.
We could go find Rayla.
Yes, we might want him to go meet them back at the house. We did tell Nora to meet us there, so we should probably.
Right. Yes, we can tell the mother.
Hopefully she found Eddie.
The loose strings.
It'd be nice if we could find him ourselves, but she probably can find him. She knows what he looks like, is asking around for Eddie, and
All right, let's go.
let's go to the house.
Right. You guys are
I could
able
always turn into an invisible bear and maul Eddie.
No.
I don't think that's the direction they wanted to go.
Wouldn't put you up to that anyways. That's cruel. Trust me, it's not.
Okay, Emily, are you wanting to stay in the alleyway? Are you wanting to head back to the house? What do you want to do?
I just sent you a message.
There's not a headstone given for traders.
Yeah.
So there's like a memory
know.
plaque back at the house would be like the most that your family has.
But even then, they couldn't get anything in before he was killed.
Correct. So it's just like a memory plaque kind of thing. For a burial ground, the Sunstriders had one, and there's a crypt underneath the now Kaltor Castle, which is where the Sunstriders were
Being
buried.
Yeah. That gives me horrible thoughts of if they are vampires, or if vampires are residing there, the undead being literal Sunstrider ancestors. That sounds awful.
Yep.
Honestly, Rayla herself is just like Rayla is just kind of like at a loss. She doesn't know what to think, doesn't even know how to convey what she's feeling. She just is just going to kind of like stay there in the alleyway. Yeah.
For how long do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay there till night? Do you want to...
I think she would be there for at least like an hour or two.
Okay, it's definitely been an hour and 30 minutes at this point because it's noon.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to like get back to the house at 1? Do you want to go back to the house?
Can you give me a minute to think about it?
Yes.
I'm trying to think how she would react and what she would do.
Okay, yeah. For Castil and Paige, when you get to the house, Rayla is not there. Nora is. Do you guys want to go looking for Rayla? Do you guys want to talk to Nora?
Oh, probably got to check in with Nora, see what she found.
We need to find Eddie.
Yes.
When you guys come in, Nora is sitting at the table, clutching Eddie's bag. She's not crying anymore, but you can see that her eyes are red and she looks tired and defeated. And Seraphine is sitting on the table next to her. Well, she's laying on the table next to her, grooming herself.
Cats.
Indeed.
Seraphine.
Seraphine nods. Seraphine looks at you.
She meows to Paige and gives a side eye to Castil.
Returned.
Well done, Seraphine. You've earned a bit of extra fish today.
We're giving
Nora.
her. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's her reward. She did such a good job. She's safe. Look, she's safe back with us. Yeah. Now, Nora.
Yes.
We were looking. We did not find Eddie either.
All right.
Yes, I'm sorry. I wish I
It
could have
is
found him.
likely he wasn't killed.
Yes. If he was killed, his body would have been at the place. But it wasn't. So likely he's still safe. I just don't want to worry you. And frankly, I don't see him in danger right now. Although he is likely very afraid. When he does show up, it's going to be your job to make sure that he's all right. You know him better than we do.
Of course. I can do that. No problem. I can comfort him when he comes home.
Yes, that'll be good. And you do know where he lives, correct? I assume you've already checked there.
Right. Well, he lives alone. He's an orphan. But he has a small room. He wasn't there.
Okay. It's all right. You've done a lot. Done as much as you can. You've done well.
Thank you.
I think the guards, we stopped by, we saw they were taking care of the body. And they've gotten there. They've already started that process. And so they're on the case. I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out soon. But we didn't see Eddie there either. So, again, it is likely he's just afraid of what he saw.
But you wouldn't hide from me. That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's not to say he was hiding from you.
Well, he wouldn't leave me hanging like this.
Maybe
He would have told me. He would have at least left a message somewhere to let me know he was all right. He is not someone to just run and hide and cower in a corner.
Have you checked inside of his bag, maybe? Checking for notes?
Gonna shift around in his bag. She'll pull out a couple horse brushes, a carrot. There's some folded up cheese and bread that looked like it was for their outing today. And that's all she pulls out, and then she shakes it to kind of prove that it's empty. And as she's shaking it, a fingernail falls out of the bag, and it looks very long and sharp, but also very well taken care of. As if maybe it had been a French nail tip, but not French. So it's clear nail polish kind of thing was on the nail. Had broken off on the bag, maybe in the struggle that looked like was there.
Eddie doesn't paint his nails, does he? Or takes care of them?
No, she looks kind of disgusted at the nail that's on the table.
Paige just reaches down and picks it up.
You cannot keep that shiny.
He rolls his eyes. He's like, "You're right." He sets it back on the table.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for him. Likely, when he does come back, he will come to you first. So we'll just celebrate when he gets here.
Right. Celebrate. He'll come back. And she kind of like says that, nodding to the cat as if like reassuring the cat that he's gonna come back.
The cat was very concerned.
She looked very concerned. She was. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
Okay.
We should probably report to the mother.
Yeah. Oh, she went off to find Rayla, didn't she?
She came back about 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
She's upstairs.
okay. Yeah. Let's go talk with her. Castil and I will go talk. You can, don't stress yourself too much. Stay here, relax a little bit. Been a long day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, lead the way, Castil, and he'll follow you.
You'll go upstairs, knock on the door.
Okay. After a moment, the door creaks open, and there is Rayla's father, Mr. Sunstrider, as he opens the door a bit.
Hello.
Yes.
Would your wife happen to be in?
She's resting right now.
Oh.
Huh.
We can talk to her a little bit later then. We just
Yeah.
wanted to see how, or if she'd seen Rayla, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rayla had gone off in quite a tizzy, so we no, it must have been hard on her. We just wanted to check in and see how she was doing.
Darling. And you hear the bed creak a bit, and he goes, her friends are here to talk to you. And he'll leave from the door, and then Mrs. Sunstrider comes, and she'll actually exit the door and close it behind her. And you can see that her eyes are a little red from crying. And yes,
We took care of the body. You shouldn't... I'm not going to say for sure that you won't come under suspicion or anything, but you should be fine.
thank you
Things should be
For-
okay.
taking care of my situation.
Should be safe for now. Hopefully. Eddie's still unaccounted for, but
Right?
Let us know if
anything
you need anything. I understand you're probably exhausted.
else? I'm fine. I just need to lie down for a while. But thank you for your concern.
yeah. Is Rayla okay? You talked to her, didn't you?
Her shoulders kind of slump. She is upset. Doesn't want to be touched or talked to, it feels like.
Understandable. I mean, I know what you did was out of love for her and whatnot, but it can be quite a shock to find out. Hopefully with space, she'll be able to come back and repair whatever. Yeah, he's like awkward and he just feels himself digging a hole, so he's like,
Yeah.
yes,
It's okay. Rest up, Soraya.
Thank you. And she'll start to go inside, but then stop and look to both of you and thank you for showing such consideration for my daughter.
she's a good person.
Agreed.
Please look after her.
So what we've
Even
been
as-
doing.
Please continue to do so. And then she'll head into her room and close the door behind her.
Good. Okay. I say we. Oh, it's hard to say. Do we give her space? Do we?
Give her space.
I hate giving people space. Okay. Okay.
We can do this. Do we want to look for Eddie?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think he was kidnapped.
I agree. I agree. Finding him is going to be difficult, but maybe this is a good thing? No. No. Well, whatever. Anyways, perhaps it would be a good idea to check. Maybe it would be a good time to head out.
Let's-
I don't know.
Let's wait for Rayla.
Okay, let's wait for Rayla. I like that plan. Let's do that. Yeah, let's wait for Rayla.
All right. And we're going to cut back to Rayla and Zilli. Rayla, would you like to explain what you've been doing during this time for the audience? You're muted.
Sorry, I can explain that. I also have been messaging Megan as well.
Okay.
So, to kind of put into words kind of like what has happened. So Rayla, after kind of like sulking for a little bit, she will have pulled out her water skin and kind of like pushed up her sleeves and started like furiously kind of like washing her arms and her hands and her face. And in some spots she's like rubbed so hard that it's become like red and raw. And then Megan, do you like
Zilli does reach out, but like hesitates to touch her.
and Rayla just kind of like avoids Zilli's gaze for a while. And honestly, after about like 10 minutes of her just like kind of like scrubbing just like her arms and her hands and her face, and like maybe a little bit on her neck, but not that much, she's just going to kind of like sit back down, back against like the wall in the alleyway, and just she's just gonna say, "I'm sorry you have to see me like this, Zilli. I didn't mean for this to come out."
It's a lot to take in.
I just don't want to think of it as ever happening. I thought I buried it so deep, no one would know.
Can you tell me?
Zilli. You know I care about you, right?
She nods.
So just trust me when I say it's not something I want to burden you with. It's not something that someone your age should know about. But I appreciate you being here. I just feel dirty. She kind of grips her arms a little. And the cloth that she was using also to kind of scrub her was the handkerchief that Lord Kaltor gave her. And she says, let's head back. I've wasted a lot of time. And I don't want them to think any worse of me. We're gonna have to face the storm one way or another, but let's just go back.
Can we visit somewhere first?
Where do you want to go?
And with that, she's just going to take your hand and
she'll flinch, but then slowly accept it.
And she's going to lead you to another part of town. And it's, again, not one of the best places, but it looks like there's been some kind of memorial. That's the best a 13-year-old could do.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the best way to describe this? There are 4 poorly made, what you could possibly guess as headstones over here.
Down an alley?
Yeah.
Would it be like how the Spanish have the ofrenda or whatever, where they little memorial thing?
Yeah.
Zilli, who are these for?
They were my family. Or the ones who were my family when I first came here.
And there are and they're different heights to each of them, which you could probably guess would be based off of age. And she names each of them, pointing to the shortest one. She says his name is Simon, and he was 10. Next one, Salikara. Don't really have an age written down for her. It just says older woman, but she was the oldest, so that would be the tallest one. Second shortest, she says, is Mary, who was 14. And then second tallest was Fosco, who was 20.
I couldn't do anything but watch them die.
I'm so sorry, Zilli. That is awful.
Dang it, now I'm tearing up about this. But you can see a tear roll down her cheek.
I may not know what you're going through, but I know it's hard. I understand the feeling.
Rayla's gonna kind of kneel down. One minute. She has. She is going to kneel down and just simply kind of like pay her respects to each of these people. And after she's done that, she'll turn to you and say, "Thank you for sharing this with me."
You actually see she crumples to the floor and she has her arms wrapped around herself tightly. And you can see that there's a shift in her, like, in her expression. It goes from mourning to shock.
Zilli, are you okay?
There were more.
She looks up at you. There were more.
Rayla's gonna wrap her up in a hug. Even though Rayla doesn't want to be touched, she knows that, like, Zilli needs this. And she's going to kind of wrap you up in a hug. You notice she's a little stiff with it. And still a little flinchy, but she hugs you.
Why can't I remember them?
I don't know. But we're gonna find that out, okay? We'll find it out.
I can't help but feel like it's my fault.
Me too, Zilli. Me too. She's just gonna hug you tighter.
Yeah, she's just gonna be sitting there.
And Rayla will hold you for a while until she can't, and she'll pull away. You notice that she's also crying. She'll look down at you and kind of try and wipe away some of those tears. Just say, let's head back. I know it hurts. And it's probably gonna keep hurting for a while. The hurt may never go away. But there's more to be done. Your story isn't over, Zilli. You'll get your memories back.
She just slowly nods. You know, I'm actually gonna roll sanity check for this.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Let's go.
I'm sure that'll be
Solid.
fine. What if
Because
Zilli lost
we're
her
at
memory?
Yeah.
What if Zilli
Again.
lost her memory again?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is a 19.
You succeed. This is hard, this is painful, this is shocking, but
Let's go.
you got the mental stability for it. You
It's tough
Somehow.
Tough little
hold
cookie.
it together. Rayla holds it together as she's just hugging you.
And then I'm guessing after a while they do head back.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that way we kind of arrive maybe around like 1:30ish.
Sounds good to me. Around 1:30, you guys arrive for the boys' adventure. Are you guys still at the house, or are you leaving?
Ooh, we might need to leave.
We could burn another body.
I could burn another body.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, DM inspiration to both Rayla and Zilli for their awesome acting through those scenes.
thanks,
I have
actually.
inspiration.
For
yeah,
shame.
I also already had DM inspiration.
For shame.
Oh,
Man.
and Seji's
How did-
giving us inspiration. Quick, let's use
Thanks.
some.
Good job,
Uh,
Seji. Take it. Take the
You guys are
inspiration.
amazing.
You get inspiration.
I would say
You
that
get
when we
inspiration.
arrive, the guys would see us with like really red eyes because we've both been super, and probably like snot and sniffly. Like we were both pretty ugly crying.
Zilli still has a look of shock on her face. Like paler than the usual undead pale.
Mm.
Zilli, you're practically white.
That's so strange.
Have you turned a shade of periwinkle?
Shade of
And I guess
periwinkle.
the guys would probably see like red patches on Rayla's face, and on some of her the back of her hands. But you know.
Welcome back. Good to see you. Who all is in this room right now? Is Nora still here? I assume she is.
It's been a couple hours, so I'd say no. I think she went to go check his house again.
Okay, so it'd just be us.
Yes.
Okay, so they come in. Paige will motion for them to enter and to sit. Says, we have some news.
But before that, are you both okay now? Are you both okay? You like notice Zilli at that point being pale, like, oh. Do you need anything? I can make you guys some herbal tea.
Rayla's gonna kind of look at Zilli and
Sorry, I'm typing something out right now.
oh goodness. I think Rayla looks over at Zilli and then looks back at you, Castil, and Paige. And it looks like she was about to say something. And then she just, like, her shoulders kind of slump. She just goes, no. I'm not okay.
All right, herbal tea it is real quick. He's gonna like give you a cup of tea and
Oh,
hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
I know Zilli wants
All the hot chocolate.
I can see if they have some here.
They probably-
I imagine Kaya would probably contribute some.
probably contribute some.
Because she's
yeah.
not here, we say won't take from her stash, but like she will contribute hers. She just won't actually lose any, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair.
So she will
Fair.
help make hot chocolate, because that feels like
Okay.
a Kaya thing to do.
So, Paige, he'll just be like, "Oh, you really should come sit then. We can talk about it if you want, but again, if you, I know these kinds of things can be very difficult to talk about. So,
You also don't need to talk about it if you.
you also don't need to talk about it if you don't. Yeah.
Thanks.
Come sit. Sit. Like,
just almost eschewing you to the chairs. He's
Yeah,
like, go,
They
go.
sit down. Rayla is just kind of like rubbing her hands a lot.
I would say if it was cold at all, Castil would get you guys like blankets, try and make you as comfortable as possible. Basically, yeah.
So you're just kind of putting blankets around.
Take.
Like if you're in shock,
Rayla
you might
will
need a
take
blanket.
it. Yeah, she'll kind of wrap herself in a blanket, but still like rubbing her hands.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So I guess first things most important would be that your mother, we believe, is not in any danger of being caught by the law or anything like that.
thank you.
We took care of it.
I would normally ask how, but I don't think I want to know.
You don't need to know. Just keep it hush hush. This is for our party to know and your mother. That is it.
Yeah.
And that is something that maybe was weighing on you and doesn't need to anymore.
Hopefully, it is not weighing on you anymore.
Care less if that man is dead.
Hmm.
I
It
didn't
seemed
get
like-
much, but from what I understood, he was kind of asking for something to happen.
Might have deserved it. Hmm.
He's a bad man.
Was a bad man.
Sorry, just that distinction.
It just
It's an important one to make.
didn't feel real for a while.
Hmm. Yeah.
He, I appreciate that you're opening it up for me to just not talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it, at least not now. Maybe I'll be open to it at a later
That's all you need to
time.
say.
Yep. Don't have to explain yourself. It's fine.
Thanks.
If you would like, you guys could take the rest of the day off. Just
Yeah.
As nice as that sounds, I think I might go crazy being cooped up. So I think we should focus on trying to find Eddie. At least we can try and brighten someone's day.
That would be good. We looked around. We weren't able to find him, and it sounds like Nora didn't find him either. Not at his house, not in the surrounding area. We've got no clue.
If we had something from, or knew something of the attacker, I could locate the object or locate the thing.
we have a fingernail.
Fingernail.
We
Don't know
believe
who it
it's
belongs to, but
yeah. We believe it's either from. I still am on that vampire thought. I'm pretty sure that it's not just the person who did the thing there. I think there was also another there. I'm pretty convinced on that.
Maybe we try and follow up on what Zilli mentioned, knowing the man with the dire wolves, or at least seeing him.
I think
before.
that would be wise. Do you either of you have any hints upon his whereabouts, Rayla, Zilli?
Zilli isn't talking much.
She said that he was there when her caravan, when she first was coming in, was attacked, and that's when one of the Glassglows was killed. Gregor.
Ooh.
Or Grogro, as Zilli calls him.
I see.
We could ask the Glassglows about this man then. See if they know anything else.
They probably don't know. All that the town found was just direwolf tracks. It was only just a thing about direwolves that came and killed them. We could try and investigate there. Additionally, we could investigate Lord Benvin, Lord Benvin, the sheriff. Or we can reach out to the Cultors. Or try and go to the Sunstrider burial crypt. It is beneath the castle, though.
Remind me why the crypt was a place we would go look.
Just to kind of follow up on the prophecy from the cat, from Sarah.
Yes.
Sorry. With all that happened today, I'd forgotten about the prophecy.
The cat goes, wow.
It's a busy day!
Honestly, I'm a little shocked that the Sunstrider name came out of Seraphine's mind, mouth.
Yeah. Kind
I
of
don't
concerning.
trust that cat, but I understand.
I think.
Wow.
I wish Damien were alive to help figure this out.
Yeah. What time is it now? And how much time is there before sunset and, the whole moon rising thing?
I would say the sun sets probably around 8. Because you guys are in the summer.
Okay.
And it's currently 2.
Okay, so we have approximately 6 hours. So Paige is down for another 2 hours before he skedaddles.
Also, one thing, Sierra, with the inspiration, does Rayla and me and Megan, do we both have 2? Because we have 1 player,
No.
and 1 DM one? Because you have,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
You have a player and you have a DM, correct.
Yeah, that's what I was clarifying.
That's
Those are
one away
separate?
from. Yep. They're separate.
What?
Yeah.
One away.
The whole thing with just 1 inspiration.
One away from the lucky feat you two have. So, Paige, he'll sort of say, well, whatever we do, we may want to do it quickly. We have to find Eddie. He could be in danger after all. That's why we should move quickly.
And if there are vampires, we probably shouldn't stay out too late at night. Try to be in by sundown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling it might be good for the 2 of us to, check out, keep an eye out for vampires during sundown and stuff. That would make sense to explore a little bit. But first, we should follow up on this hunter guy.
A hunter?
Yeah, with the direwolves. We should see if we can find anything about them.
Also, Castil, if you made tea, Rayla will be holding it for warmth for the longest time before casting Purify Food and Drink and then drinking.
It just turns back to regular water.
Nah, it's still tea.
Yeah.
But she's
Nice.
Okay, before you guys head out your separate ways, Megan, would you be alright if I responded out loud to your questions for the audience's benefit?
Sure.
Lore.
So they have context. Are you willing to share what you sent me, or is that something you want to not share?
No, I'm not gonna share it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will ask Megan, for the names and ages that you told Rayla, could you send them in a message to me? Because I want to write them in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just those. The only one I have written down is Simon. I think. I wonder if I cast locate object on with the talent with the nail. Will I be able to find the creature?
No, because the nail is an object, but the nail attached to the people qualifies as a person.
Okay. Darn.
Although,
You need to find person.
if you had scrying or potentially
Then you
find
could.
person,
Do I?
it would make it so much easier.
While you're looking at that, I'm going to do Megan's thing. So, Megan, you are mentally asking this question that no one else will know, but this is the response you get. So you hear a deep draconic voice in your mind, and it says, "Because you belong to me, I preserved you from that massacre. I gave you a time of bliss without your memories. However, the further you go, the more you'll learn, and it will be painful. In exchange for my gifts, I expect you to continue to give me strong magical items for my collection. I'll aid you in your mission, but you may lose friends, or yourself in the process." And that's it.
Holy fetch!
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
I think that's
Well, now
deserving.
we know where the amnesia comes from.
I think that's deserving of a.
Very much so. Sierra, can you send me that response?
I did.
in a
just
message
now.
Oh,
Nice. I'm glad we
Thank
have
you.
this on board. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for telling Kobe to take it away earlier.
Oh, so you guys like the
I did.
soundboard now?
A little bit.
A little bit. Oh no. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So you guys are going to go find the hunter in town, or you guys are going to, I think I heard the crypt. Is that where you're going?
Well, there were a lot of options that were kind of
Okay.
There's
thrown
a lot
out,
of
but it
options.
was Rayla will go with the group.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards the what's his head? I was leaning more towards the guy that smoked Zilli and her company.
Yeah, but we don't
Um,
really know where he is.
we wouldn't-
That's the problem.
Yeah, we don't really know where to go.
Chat, what do you think we should do? I think we should just get their opinion, not
Sure.
like.
I mean, we've got the crypt. We have run. Melody says, "Good advice."
We've got the crypt. We could try and find this mysterious dude. We could try.
There
and-
is the hunter guy in town.
Yeah, the other hunter.
I have a feeling that the more we dig into this prophecy, the more confirmed we will be in spending our time there.
At the crypt.
Yeah, we could at least check it out. We can
We'd have to
see.
try and get access.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let's list off our options, guys. Okay. So we're thinking either the crypt, and you guys can add stuff into this. The monster hunter in town. The dire wolf dude. Very mysterious. Or trying to do something with the Talon. I don't really know if we could do
Maybe we
anything.
find a cleric, have them cast
Yeah.
find person, find whatever.
So it's like 4.
Maybe there's a shop that can do that.
There's like 4 things. Okay, so 1. Okay, guys, keep this in your mind. Type the number you think in the chat. Okay. Number 1 is the crypt. Number 2 is the monster hunter in town. Number 3 is trying to investigate the dire wolf dude. And then number 4 is doing something with the talon. Maybe we bring that to the monster hunter. Like that could also work, you know? Okay, so 1 is crypt, 2 is monster hunter. Does that sound good for you guys? Just seeing what the chat's thinking.
Yeah, it's easiest.
Okay, because we've got
Crypt,
a lot.
monster hunter, dire wolves. What was number 4?
Wilds.
Number 4 was like doing something with the talon, like investigating that. Okay, so we've got kind of like split.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Splits monster hunter.
Monster
Oh yeah,
Hunter
thank you.
right now.
Thigh
Steam
begun.
sale.
1 crypt, 2 monster hunter, 3 dire wolves, 4 the talon. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So throw it into the chat.
Magnamala?
What you think.
Don't worry about it. It's
We're probably
Monster
not
Hunter
gonna be
things.
like doing it fully tonight because we've got like 20 minutes, but we can at least decide where we're gonna be
Oh
next.
no, we got 20 minutes is enough time.
20 minutes is plenty of time.
Oh, absolutely. We've got
Speedrun.
speedrun.
Make sure you go through all the emotional highs and lows.
Anyway.
Okay, guys, put your vote in the chat. We're gonna read chat. Okay. So far, Nergigante.
Yeah, Nergigante. It's a monster from Monster Hunter.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep.
I'm scrolling back up because I gotta see this.
I mean, it is on sale right now.
It's funny.
Okay.
Both
God.
chats, both the YouTube and Twitch chat, are talking about Monster Hunter now.
I
Not
love
the
that.
Monster Hunter, but the game. The
I
game
feel like
franchise.
in honor of that, we should go after the monster hunter.
I mean,
Well, okay.
Just
so
in
we
honor
vote
of all
for
that.
one,
it's not a
vote
bad
for
place to
two,
start.
Are you saying
vote
swap
for
stream?
one.
Swap
Okay,
stream
okay.
right now? I'll
So
pull it
now
up.
two votes for
I
no.
have it.
2 votes for 2, 3
Know what
votes
I
for
meant.
1, 3 votes for 2.
Hunter Horn,
Hold on.
Master Race.
Okay, Celebron,
Hunter
you can't
Horn,
vote for both.
the correct weapon.
Okay, we're tied technically on chat for 1 and 2. Either
I said it.
the crypt or the monster hunter. Between them.
I can roll for it.
Well, I don't know. Party, what do you think? Crypt or the monster hunter? That's what chat wants us to go after. They're
As
split.
Paige, I think the Monster Hunter would be better because Paige needs to leave in 2 hours.
Mhm.
Not literally 2 hours, but
I'd say let's do Monster Hunter.
Monster hunter? Okay.
I'm down.
Alright, chat, we're gonna go investigate the monster hunter. With the talon. Let's bring the talon. I think that might be helpful.
I
also
may have
Ooh.
burned bridges with the Hunter Horn comment. It's okay.
Also, Skingle Dingle says next Rosemary PG Studios next stream Monster Hunter Rise.
I mean, Monster
Yo.
Hunter World is only like $10 right now.
Well, I think
Yep.
they might want us
Cheap.
to go in like order or something. I don't know.
It's cheap.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Okay.
Oh wait, Steve. Steve goes. I don't know what I voted for. Steve, it was. At this point, it's either 1 or 2. 1, we go to the crypt. 2, we investigate the monster hunter. But we were kind of.
Yeah.
It was 50-50 between the chat on those 2 options. So we were kind of
Yeah.
like.
Decided to be Monster
we're gonna go
Hunter.
Monster Hunter, that was the decision. It has been made.
We get all of our weapons that transform.
Yeah.
Guys.
Okay. So the cat will follow you guys this time, as the girl's fine. So,
Yeah.
Oh, where is my cat token? I'm not gonna worry about populating this map because we got stuff to do. So, just imagine there's people in this tavern that you go to.
So many people.
So many people. And then I'm gonna move you. No, okay, yeah, you guys are on. You guys can see, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Rayla is still
The
not.
cat's there.
Well, I think at this point before they left, Rayla would have composed herself a little bit more, so it didn't look
Okay.
like she had just been ugly crying. Her eyes might still be tinged a little bit red, and she still has kind of like the red rubbed raw spots on her hands and face a little bit, but yeah.
All right,
She's
so you
good.
guys go to the tavern, which was mentioned of where you could find this guy, the inn and tavern. You get there, there are people around. However, there is one distinct person amongst everyone, as he has a very fancy bow strung across his back that is made out of bone. And
That's
he
our
has like a
guy.
hood up.
Pretty sure that's the monster hunter.
That's our guy.
No, I'm pretty sure the monster hunter is the maid running the bar.
It's the old lady. Just kidding.
The monster hunter is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, he's so precious.
The monster hunter is Zilli?
See?
Oh, yeah.
All right. How do you guys want to approach him? Or do you just want to stare at him awkwardly?
Casually.
Um,
Casually stare at him. Or
Rayla's
casually
not
walk up.
taking the lead, but she will follow.
All right. Sounds like Paige is taking the lead as he guides the party up to the table. What do you want to say or do? He's just eating some food.
So Paige walks up and he says, "Hey, are you that monster hunter I've heard about?"
The guy is going to look up. This is what he looks like. And Paige, although his face is more monsterish looking, almost like he's an undead himself, you recognize this face as Kanan. Kana. And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
You can't. No, we have 15 minutes. No, you can't do that.
Fine. What do you want to
No.
say to Kate?
Wait,
You
this
might
dude
want-
is a guy you know?
So Paige, he walks up really happy. He waves his hand. He says, "Hey, are you the monster hunter we've heard so much about?" He stands up. He turns towards Paige. And Paige runs in the opposite direction. Full body sprints. Full body sprints.
Huh.
He drops his pack and he full body sprints.
Huh?
I don't know what that's about, but are you the monster hunter we're looking for? Or we're looking for a
I-
monster hunter.
Oh my goodness.
I am a monster hunter.
We were hoping you could help us track down some dire wolves.
I can do that.
Awesome.
Can
What's
you
your
bring back the
fee?
bird?
What's your business with the bird?
It's my own business with the bird.
Why do you want the
He's part of our
kangaroo?
group. You're not going to hurt him, are you?
I won't hurt him. I just want to talk.
What's your name?
Insight.
Roll for insight. Did you ask what his name was?
Yeah, I asked for his name.
I'm Kana Pengari.
How do you spell that?
I believe, Castil, you would recognize the last name.
You're a Pengari.
Yes. And what was the insight you got?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It seems as though he does not intend to harm Paige, but would not hesitate to should things end up that way. But his intention is not to harm him at this time.
Oh, I think I know why.
Okay.
I just put the 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, we could go grab him. We'll be right
but
back.
first, could you identify this nail?
I'll
Take
be
it
right
from
back.
You. Examines the nail. He'll actually lick the nail.
Ew.
It's vampire, and he'll hand it back to you.
So Paige was right.
I guess we're hunting vampires.
Okay, do you know of any vampires in this town?
I know there's one here. And he kind of like looks around. That's why there's all this fog.
Wait, really? That's why the fog is here?
It's made this place its home.
The same night that the seed was put in, but then removed. So it's been here a while. Where have you been? It's been like over 2 years at this point.
I'm assuming it's a
I've been
name
hunting
from
a
Steel Forge.
monster.
Oh, what monster?
A witch.
A witch. That doesn't sound that bad. I mean, I know a wizard, and she could be a real handful sometimes, but not. I wouldn't.
This is
call
a
her
witch. Not a wizard.
Alright, well, we can talk more, I guess, after we go grab our companion. We'll be right back. Castil will start walking out.
He's gonna sit back down at the table and eat. He's very stiff and emotionless.
What race is he?
Yeah. He looks to be human, but now undead.
Oh. Can I divine sense? He's undead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it seems like most people don't quite... Like, he looks freaky, but just the way his face is and how his hood is, he seems to hide it well, and, like, maybe some people think it's a mask, or, like, some painting to make him seem more fierce, but he's undead when you do a divine sense.
Okay. I think at that point, Rayla will run with Castil after.
Is that a name I know from Steel Forge, or is that...
Steel Forge.
Okay.
It's the last... I can send you the name that it's related to.
That would be wonderful. But we now go after our fleeing Kenku.
Okay, and that's where we're actually going to end it for tonight.
Oh my god.
I'm happy with that one. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Good. It's a good
I'm
place
just
to end.
writing down all the notes.
I wanted it to
Maybe
be on
my
an
recent
epic
campaigns
reveal and you
here.
ruined it, but it's fine.
I did, but it is what it is. So
Are you
what do do?
surprised though, Greg?
Um,
Or was it like
I-
obvious?
no, I genuinely had no idea, and then you said the name, and I was like, oh,
Yes.
well, I know what Paige is doing.
Apparently running away. Everyone gets trauma today.
Yeah.
Not Castil. He just burned a body.
I so badly want to have a one-on-one with Castil. My goodness. Okay.
Have I trashed Castil? What?
No.
What do you mean?
Okay, okay.
Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. I'll send it over.
Guys, so if
Okay.
it's like it's been 2 years. Wait, okay, wait, hold on, hold on, guys, hold on, wait.
Wait.
Cause, okay, wait. Hold on. No, guys. Stream. Hold on. So the prophecy is born beneath a flame-split sky. Okay. I'm a little unsure about that one, but I'm thinking Sunstrider, something. 2 Sunstrider heirs shall cry. We're not twins. I don't know about that. One shall rise, the other fade. For light and shadow share no blade. Veil shall fall, not to war or sword, but to creeping fog no flame can ward. Okay, so vampire is gonna be the fall of Veil. It already kind of is fallen. Wings of night shall claim the spire. Vampire. Okay, so vampire is there. It might not be the Kaltors. Maybe it's like hypnotize the Kaltors or something. I don't know.
Thralls.
Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, Lord Kaltor, the sun, seemed fine. I don't know. I didn't really interact with him. She was in emotional distress. Okay.
I mean, did you see Thybegon's comment?
Which one?
If it wasn't for, or if Twilight's taught him anything, it's the handsome boys are either vampires or werewolves.
There we go. Yup. That's very true. Okay, but like, okay, where Wings of Night shall claim the spire and Silence Feast where one spurned fire. Okay, chat, figure out the fire part, okay? In the town's heart where trust was sown, so obviously the castle, okay? A rot shall bloom beneath polished stone. Okay, so maybe that's talking about the vampire rot, but it could also talk about something happening in the crypts, maybe. The council speaks with silver breath. Okay, so this is maybe where the Kaltors are hypnotized.
Yep, that's where I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right there, silver breath. They
Mhm.
speak with silver, like silver tongue, silver breath. you know.
Yeah, but hides the pact that beckons death.
Pact
So maybe they
implies
made like
deal.
a pact, like a deal with them.
Deal with
But,
vampire.
like,
Yep.
Why? How? They already have everything. When
For fun.
When blood and ash mix on the stair, the truth shall wake if one still dares.
That's why I
So-
say blood and ash. That's Rayla and her brother.
Okay,
That's what
but
I'm
here's the thing, though. If the vampire came the night that Damien put the seed into the city, but Damien was obviously caught and they blamed it, so it was a ploy to make sure that the vampire wouldn't be discovered when it came, and so everyone blamed the Sunstriders, and so the Sunstriders are now all like that.
This is a good theory.
Oh my gosh!
I
It's-
guess we'll just have
Wait,
to
so they
find
made
out
a deal with the vampire, so it's their fault?
in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, I can't
2
sit on
weeks.
this for 2 weeks.
In
The
2
Kaltors
weeks.
might have made a plot. Sorry, honey. I'm really loud. The Kaltors might have made a plot to take down the Sunstriders by using her brother.
Yeah.
He could
So
have
n-
been bewitched by the vampire to do it.
Potentially.
What?
Yeah, I'm surprised. This whole time I've been thinking that your brother has not been like a bad person, but you know, maybe that's just me. I don't know how everyone else feels, but you know,
Your brother
Well,
is the
okay.
vampire.
that'd be funny.
I would die if that was the plot. But yeah,
The
no.
plot
Emily is theorizing this. Rayla is a little dumb, so she doesn't quite grasp this yet. But this is me.
Good.
I'm thinking this.
Well, make sure you guys write down anything you're wanting to say or do at the beginning of the next session because it will be 2 weeks. Just as a reminder, Thornlings, we won't be playing on the 4th of July, but we will be back the following week to continue this fun little mystery, so be sure to come join us. Follow us on social medias. If you are watching on YouTube, like the video, comment. It doesn't seem like it does much, but it does help us to find other fans who would enjoy this content and to continue to grow. Thank you again so much for joining us.
Join us
and
for
we hope
Baldur's
you had
Gate.
fun. Yeah, join us for Baldur's Gate this Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
Woo-hoo.
We love you guys. There's a bit of a delay, so we are going to go to an outro.
Yeah. Love you, Thornlings. Bye.
Bye, Thornlings.
That is the biggest one yet, Greg.
Oh my gosh.
Bye, Thornlings.